funky music. All right, hello everybody. Welcome to VR Master League here in Oculus venues. This is week 8 of season 2, and we are getting ready to get started here with some matches for you today. Got 4 of them on the way. Going to be a fun day for sure. Now, first up, we have Omega and Team Gravity facing off. Following that, we have Instinct versus Spaghetti, Space Force versus There Is No Team, and we have Toxin and Meta to end the day. So, on the casting desk for you today, I'm Palador, being joined by a booth of Sir Dimwee, Pam Wow, so much for subtlety on the cameras, and we have Sputnik and Swift here starting this first match for us with your cast. So, without further ado, I'll just introduce a few of you to there, and we're gonna get into this game. Sir Dimwee, how's it going, and how you feeling today?
It's going fantastic, and I'm just really excited for these matchups. I mean, we're starting with kind of a premier European matchup there, Team Gravity and Omega. That's first place and fourth place of going head to head here to kick us off, and then Instinct and Spaghetti, two of the top teams in North America. Right after that, the Space Force and There's No Team, two stalwart teams who have been here for a very long time, and of course we're ending it off there with Toxin and Meta, two of our two among the best of the rookie teams we have this season. Very excited for these matchups. They're going to be extremely competitive. They're going to be fantastic games. Every single one of them is going to be fantastic, and I can't wait to get into it.
Yeah, absolutely. And also, Pam Wow, if you're there, want to say a quick hello and joining us for your first cast here in venues, that is, but our acclaimed and famed OCE caster. But like I said yesterday, much more than that. Doing some great work here. And how do you feel about these matches?
Yeah, just like Sir Dimwee, I'm feeling genuinely excited for these matches. It's quite a big change of pace for me from the OC region, so always great to try new things here and the with the Oculus venues, and it will be yeah, great to see. Very excited.
All right. Well, with that said, we are getting into the match here and getting ready to start. So I'm going to hand it off to Sputnik and Swift. And we're going to be back later, the rest of us, for these other casts. So you guys enjoy the show. Thank you for joining wherever you are, whether it's Facebook Live, Twitch TV, Juked, YouTube, and of course, Oculus venues. So thank you for joining. A big thanks to our sponsors as well, and Pro2 VR, VR Cover, VRWare.net, Fixed Gaming, and Rebuff Reality. And of course, our league moderators, Wit, Nada, Gilligan, Princess, Alakos, Sneaky Evil, Echo Zero, and Dano McFabulous. So without further ado, Swift, Sputnik Cobra, all you guys.
Well, hello and welcome to our first matchup between Team Gravity and Omega, and it's really going to be a great one today. And I'm Sputnik Cobra, and I'm joined by my co-caster Swift. How are you doing today, Swift? It's so good to have you back.
Hey, what's up? And yeah, very excited to get involved in these venues matchups, and some exciting matches going on. So first of all, in the EU region, gonna do Omega versus Team Gravity, two of the top teams in Europe right now.
Absolutely, and Omega being formed during this season, a few weeks after the initial start of the season. They've been one to surprise us all, and I love watching them play. And they're always very coordinated, very exciting, and I really only have so many adjectives to describe them.
Yeah, and they're recently having a little bit of a roster change. So Dave Stand here coming in for them, who was previously on Watching Weebs, I do believe. And so yeah, interesting to see the roster swap there, and see how that pans out for them. They have been a very strong team in the past couple of weeks, so I do expect to see a very good matchup, even against the likes of Team Gravity.
Absolutely, and Dave Stanton is a new name to me. I don't know if he competed under a different name, but it's good to see him playing for such a top-tier team, and I'm now really excited to see what he has in store for us.
Yeah, absolutely, and as we wait for this match to get started, of course, want to thank all of you beautiful people for watching today, no matter where you're watching from. Of course, Palador said it, but I'll say it as well. Appreciate all of you, and without you guys watching, this definitely wouldn't be possible. Along with, of course, everyone else's help. But we already mentioned all of you beautiful people, so don't need to worry about that.
Absolutely. And as we wait for these teams to ready up, just looking at the stats from the previous season, Team Gravity was so strong. They maintained their strength through the first season of VRML in the European division. They came away with the championship. And I'm thinking that they might be able to do that again this season. With the postseason quickly approaching, it's going to start getting heated up.
Yeah, I mean, definitely, and yeah, I definitely do expect to see Omega finishing in that maybe top 3 bracket, definitely in the top 5 at the very least, is what I'm kind of expecting to see from Omega. Of course, Team Gravity right now are in the lead and have been in the lead for the past season and a little bit, but of course, as we all know, last season it was Phantoms who was leading for quite a while, and was fairly in front of Team Gravity, although apparently only in VRML, because according to Phantoms and some of the members of Phantoms and Gravity, Phantoms would always win in those in the scrims. Sorry, Gravity would always win in the scrims, but they would always lose in the matches. And Phantoms pulled out something like a 24-0 record, which is still a record high. And I don't believe Team Gravity has been beaten yet, so maybe looking to take the lead from Phantoms in that respect.
And Team Gravity, which hasn't changed their roster up in a few seasons, they maintain the same strength and coordination that they had in the first season, and they only continue to grow and get better.
Yeah, I mean, Team Gravity, they're just so strong. Their team chemistry is really ahead of kind of most of the teams right now, purely because of how long they've just been together, and that really helps them out in that respect. And of course, I've just found out that Dave Stand is actually not the full replacement for Matty per se, but he is a rostered player, a rostered member, I should say, on Omega. So not a substitute, but one of the members of Omega, although I believe not on the main roster, because he would be replacing Matty, who usually plays for Omega. But I have seen in scrims Dave Stand has played with them quite a few times, so there shouldn't really be any difference happening in Omega's chemistry, and if there is, it will be pretty minimal. But that being said, I mean, any minimal difference, any little extra you can get against a team like Team Gravity is gonna matter quite a bit. So I don't know, I'm just waiting to see what we have in store here.
Absolutely, and good leadership makes all the difference. I believe that Taco on Thursday is the captain of Omega. Is that correct?
Yeah, believe so.
And I do know that Viatrex is the captain and has been the long-standing captain for Team Gravity. And under his leadership, they have seen a lot of success, and they continue to see a lot of success. Viatrex being one of the best players in the game and having very strong leadership style, and it definitely inspires a lot of faith among his teammates.
Yeah, and actually, Viatrex is one of those people that, I mean, introduced me to VRML. Actually, I'm not a VRML in particular, but just getting into a team. And Viatrex is just such a good guy, such a great person to have in the community, and he's a really encouraging guy. So definitely big up to him. And yeah, as well as the rest of Team Gravity as well. Talked to Simon quite a lot, also a very nice dude. But also, a lot of the guys on Omega played with pretty frequently in scrims and etc. They're all a very friendly bunch of people.
Absolutely, and I had the pleasure of meeting Viatrex at Leicester in the UK during the LAN, and he's just a very personable guy, and he's a pleasure to talk to.
Yeah, I mean, hoping we can have another one of those soon, although obviously nothing confirmed yet. But yeah, definitely looking forward to that, although with the current situation, pretty difficult to happen. It looks like we will be finding ourselves in a new lobby, so hopefully everything's going fine, and we should be getting started very, very soon.
Absolutely, and we're just waiting on these last few seconds for them to ready up, and it's going to be a great match to start off this day. Oculus Venues, Juke GG, Twitch.tv, and all the other platforms. It's a pleasure to have you with us, joining us, watching these great matches today on what I like to call Super Sunday. Super Sunday full of Echo Arena matches, top tier, and really just the best that this league has to feature and show everyone. And we're so grateful to be featured on Oculus Venues, and it's just, this is what we've been working towards, and it's really just something special.
Yeah, of course, got to mention that if you're in Venues right now, go into your Oculus store. If you have yet to play this game, go into your store and search for Echo VR and give this game a download. It is completely free, and it is the best game in VR. TM, not TM, just kidding.
No, it absolutely is the best game in VR. If you're thinking about playing it, pick it up and give it a try. But with that being said, the ready-ups are through and the neutral joust is about to begin.
Yeah, so you expect Gravity to have a very fast stack. They are definitely known for it, and they're definitely coming through here. They win the initial joust, and actually they managed to get the disc off it as well. So already in position, it's going to be Simon receiving that disc, and he is going to put it in for the 2. Just going to slice that through. A couple of defenders there. Very well organized. Good play from Team Gravity to kick this one off.
A very quick rollout off that neutral joust into bubble. Simon maybe faking for passes, deciding he didn't need to do that, and just taking the shot on 2 goalies behind goal. So that's 2 points, 30 seconds off the clock. Joust advantage to Omega. Taco on Thursday to pass forward. Emil to take it along the wall, and this is a very quick rollout from Omega. Dave Stan now with possession, looking to the floor, getting that up to Dave, and then getting back to Emil. This is incredibly quick passing, very hard to follow, but they move up quickly into the bubble and trying to avoid that defender, avoiding him, passing to mid, and the shot coming through from Taco on Thursday at 5 meters. That's a minute off the clock. That's 2 points each for both teams. That just shows you how quickly they play.
Yeah, and a great passing lineup from Omega will win them those 2 points, and managing to equalize here. Just a minute off the clock, and already some great play from both sides. This is going to be a very close match.
And Al Pacino now with possession, setting that back pass, and equally quick passing from Team Gravity, trying to avoid that stack from Omega, but Omega's double stacks are able to find possession with that clear. They're trying to follow it up towards that bubble. They're going to get it at the ceiling. BK now with it under pressure, double pressure, trying to avoid that defender, sending it up to Taco on Thursday. Taco on Thursday looking for that cross, getting it to Pac-Man with Dave Stan. Dave Stan now under pressure, trying to get set up in the bubble, going to floor, but the dive from Simon and the interception fallen off by Dave Stan. So Dave Stan, this new appearance, very strong player, and BK now with it under goal, going cross to the wall and then straight to shield, and another shot. Taco on Thursday is gonna finish it at 4 meters.
Oh, and it's really unfortunate to see Team Gravity concede like that. Simon dived before that disc was even thrown. He read that play. Very, very good job from Simon. And I mean, pretty sure he was in goal as well, and the lone goalie. So a risky dive, but it definitely paid out. But the clear just isn't through, although this might be a quick 2. Lewis trying to get this through, and he's going to get the dive, but BK is going to read the shot, and it is going to go straight into his hands now, and it's going to be Omega trying to find this disc. Are they quick enough, or just but stunned away by the stack of Team Gravity? And now the quick pass coming out to Simon, and now trying to get it through. Lewis doesn't find much time with the disc, so now Simon and Al Pacino at the back line now trying to stack through, and they will get the stun, and they will get an easy 2, as they do have an open goal. Very well played by Team Gravity.
Double turnovers from both of these teams, but able to come away with the 2 points is Team Gravity with that double boost, the double pressure on the goalie of Omega in the bubble, coming away with possession and putting that in. So joust advantage now with Omega. Taco on Thursday, TQB sending it left to Dave Stan, and then a quick relay up forward through the tube, but the stack and the pressure from Team Gravity forces the turnover, and they'll clear it towards the bubble.
So now in the Omega bubble, it's going to be Simon. Just going to back that one off to VRML, but he's not too far away, and he is just going to take it straight through back into the bubble for another 2-pointer. So now Team Gravity finding 2 points in a row. Sorry, two 2-pointers in a row. So now VRML with that 18-meter-second shot, very difficult to save. Good shot placement, and it will win them. Now this 2-point lead.
Such incredibly quick play from both of these teams on offense and defense. Taco on Thursday not able to complete that reception to the tube. It will be picked up and then turned over again, but that triple pressure on that possession holder, and it's going to be turned over once again. Now it's a fight in the tube. The stun's coming through, and Simon's going to throw it towards that bubble, and it's going to bounce towards the shield, and it's now going to be a 1v1 for possession. Coming away with it and putting that in is Lewis behind the goal. So that's now a 4-point advantage to Team Gravity.
Yeah, so you notice the communication there from Team Gravity. VRML didn't worry about boosting or trying to leech or anything, or getting the disc in any shape or form. He knew that his stack was at the backline was going to come through for the disc. All he had to do was just get that one player either stunned or just kind of trying to avoid him. And he did get that, and that won his team the 2 points overall in the open goal here, but not finding much time with it. Finding Dave Stan's head actually a couple of times there.
Absolutely, and this is such a quickly paced match. They're playing with such intensity. It will be cleared down towards Team Gravity's bubble, but Team Gravity looking to retrieve it, but hot on their heels, but missing the stun. Team Gravity will come away with that clear towards the bubble, and quick to get it will be BK of Omega, and it's going to follow up with a pass to Tube, so Dave Stan now with it, and a soft pass to mid to Taco on Thursday, and looking to get their offense set up. They'll pass it down court. Now Emil with the shot, but it's not going to be on point. Team Gravity will come away with it.
Yeah, it's not often Team Gravity gifts you with an open goal like that, but they did, and unfortunately not able to take advantage of it. Although credit to Omega, they did take the shot, but they did have to take it mighty quick. They knew that Gravity was going to get back, and I see another opportunity, but no, they just get back to the goal so fast. This backstack from Al Pacino and Lewis is very, very quick. So it's one between Simon and VRML. It's interesting because usually we see Lewis and Simon on that stack. And it's interesting to see that no matter who the boosting pair is with, it's not just two of the players that can boost very fast, it's the entire team. And that's why they're so difficult to put up with. Because all they do is they just boost around the arena, and they just make it so difficult to do anything. And then the passing plays as well, coming through from Simon and Lewis here. The signature pass behind the backboard, puts it in for the 2. And now 10-4, Team Gravity now trying to run away with it in round 1.
And it seems like the pace of this game is slowing down just a little bit. Team Gravity playing strong possession, maintaining it, getting it down court, getting their passes in the bubble. So TQB Taco on Thursday rolling forward, and then another pass forward and a pass back, trying to pull that stack out of position, but Team Gravity is just there and able to apply that pressure, cause that turnover, and picking up in the backcourt will be Al Pacino.
Yeah, passing this off quickly to VRML, and that clear coming through, and a great bounce going straight into Lewis and Simon again, and just clearly that clear was definitely calculated there from VRML, putting it off the side, and he knew exactly where that was going to go. He knew it was going straight for that shield, and it did indeed. And a quick goal from Team Gravity again. Omega just can't get back in time. It seems like it's usually a 3-on-1 or at least 2-on-1 situation from Gravity whenever they're getting these 2-pointers, and they're really able to take advantage of this now. The stack coming back through again, but the back passing from Omega at the moment doesn't seem to be working out quite as well against Gravity as they may have hoped. And Taco is going to hold the disc, but Gravity just aren't going to push him. They don't have to. They're just going to make the interception instead. And just brilliantly played from Team Gravity. Not making any mistakes and not making any on that 3 either. And instead just going to make those 3 points. So now 16-4 to Gravity. And they just seem unstoppable with this momentum that they have.
Absolutely, and just flawless execution from Team Gravity. And it's looking like Omega has been having difficulty keeping up. This has been such a quick-paced match and trying to pull that stack out of position, but Team Gravity just won't bite, and they continue to apply pressure. So with possession, BK now in the backcourt of Team Gravity, sending that back pass to Emil, and Emil looking for opportunities, and Team Gravity now applying pressure, forcing that pass, trying to pull this offense out of shape, but they're Stack is just so resolute, it can respond to anything, and getting the stop is Al Pacino, causing a loose disc, and it will come away, but another loose disc, still fighting for it, and then the stun will come through, and Viatrex will go for the clear.
Yeah, and just the individual play coming through there. There were 3 players on a stack there for Team Gravity, and still one player was able to put enough pressure on there to make sure there was no goal. I mean, the goal was practically open for a little bit there, and there will be a cross eventually coming through, but I don't know if there's going to be enough time yet. There's a minute remaining, give or take, in fact less than that after the countdown, so it's going to need some either very quick speed or just some points from Omega to try and slow down the momentum of Team Gravity.
Absolutely, and it's important for Omega to get as many scores as they can so that they can maintain this momentum. They can go into the next round feeling fresh, feeling invigorated. And with possession now, Team Gravity getting these short passes and able to roll up forward. Al Pacino now with it, approaching the bubble, going for the shot, but able to shut it down as Taco on Thursday.
Yeah, and I mean, I think they've just wasted too much time at this point. 30 seconds on the clock left, and it is going to be Gravity taking round 1, but by how much is just a question now. It's going to be Lewis getting the disc stolen. VK grabbing that, and Gravity being a little bit more loose with it here, seeing what they can get away with, because they really don't have anything to lose here. They're just seeing what plays they can make in this remaining a little bit of time, but I think one of his head's teammates just released the disc a little bit wrong there off the backboard. But what was otherwise a brilliant passing play towards the end of the game won't make a 2, but it doesn't really matter. 16-6, Team Gravity with a 10-point lead in round 1.
What a strong initial showing from Omega, but Team Gravity able to adjust to the change in pace and outplay Omega at this very intense, quick play, and their stacks are just on point. They don't bite, they don't get stunned, and they are able to maintain pressure on the defense and offense.
Yeah, and I mean, just absolutely on point play from Team Gravity, and going to the stats club just for this round. Still got another round for Omega to try and redeem themselves a little bit here. It's going to be Simon leading the points, and the assists a little bit as well. Simon assisting Viatrex as well. With his 2 points, and Viatrex getting 2 assists as well. To help out Lewis, who also got 4 points on the board, and also a save as well, and 3 saves over on Omega's side. So Gravity, I mean, they're clearly more on the offensive side than Omega. Omega are struggling to get the passing formations in the Team Gravity half. There's 75% shot taken by Team Gravity. It kind of really shows that.
And when I said earlier that this was going to be an exciting match, I really didn't undersell that. This is incredibly fast-paced, high intensity, and the second round is just going to be as amazing.
And now kicking off for yet another neutral joust. This time going to be Omega winning it, but not making it too far to the Gravity half. And now going to be a stack race, Omega getting it through. But all the plays are back, and in fact, the stack coming up quick and not managing to get the disc, but managing to disrupt it a little bit and buy a little bit of time here for Team Gravity, which is exactly what Omega do not want to happen. They want to give Gravity as little time as possible. But Viatrex is going to just take that disc, and he's going to try for the 3-point shot, but just going to get on the ding here. And the stun coming through nicely for Omega. That 3-pointer being missed, but another interception. Simon going to take it in for the 3 on the fadeaway shot from 11 meters out.
Team Gravity with that full court pressure off Nest, able to read that clear off the stack, find the momentum, the speed, get the interception, and that's 3 points on the board, a minute off the clock.
Great play from Gravity, and it seemed like Omega were able to get some passes through there, but it just wasn't enough. There was too much pressure on, and there still looks like there is. This pass not quite working out. The first one not quite either. So Viatrex trying to put some disruption onto this passing formation here. They're really not scared to leave their goal open. They know they're going to get back in time, and 2 players contesting just 1 here for Omega. The back pass as well, working out quickly for Gravity. Goes all the way through, doesn't really matter. Simon and Al Pacino already on it for the stack. The pass coming through, under the goal, and getting it past the goalie with that pass and dunk. So another goal for Simon, and now 5-0 to Team Gravity.
and doing it with such grace. Taco on Thursday with that 2 versus 1 in the bubble. It's so hard to stop those, especially with that short passing from Simon to Al Pacino and Al Pacino back to Simon. So Joust advantage back to Omega. Taco on Thursday will miss that pass, and they can't afford to make any more errors, and the shot will come through, but luckily it will bounce off the back of the rim and it will be slapped down. But look at Team Gravity stack so quick to recover, sending it below goal, and another shot from Viatrex at 4 meters.
It's like, do these guys ever break their stack? Ever? There's always a stack to get back or to get that disc, and that's kind of seems like what Omega seems to be struggling with right now. They have that kind of balance between the passing plays, the back passing, and the stacks. Omega, they kind of have that play style in between Phantoms and Team Gravity, whereas Phantoms kind of utilize their passing a lot more than a lot of teams, and back pass a lot to try and play the clock. And Omega definitely do plenty of that, but right now it seems like they're doing a little bit too much of that. Their stack kind of isn't being focused on, and they're conceding a lot of goals because they've only got one person back a lot of the time, and it's they're really struggling here with it, especially on offense when they don't have enough passes. But as we see, is when they do get all their players downfield, when they do have those passing opportunities, they can get those goals, and they'll make a 2-pointer when they have all the players downfield. And now reducing that point deficit to just 5, and they've got 6 minutes 40 remaining to try and bring this one back.
So just advantage now to Team Gravity. Simon to QB, sending it immediately down to the floor. Viatrex with possession, up to Al Pacino, back to Viatrex, and then Viatrex is going to try and find that back pass, but this is the moment for Omega to force the turnover, but they can't seem to get it. Team Gravity will maintain possession, and another error, but now in the hands of BK. BK going for the clear. Now it's in the bubble, and that stack will come through. This is their moment to change momentum, and they won't complete the shot off the backboard. It will bounce out of the bubble, and now in the hands of Team Gravity, but another turnover chance, and Team Gravity pressuring it. Now at the ceiling will be Dave Stan, and he'll lose it to Lewis, but another turnover to BK. So Omega really applying the pressure on this defense, and another shot as it bounces off the crossbar, but back in the hands of BK, and it's back and forth, and finally Emil at 7 meters will find the 2 points.
Nice anchor shot there from Emil, the goalie for Team Gravity just getting back there, so good time to take that anchor shot right on the goalie's head as well. Very difficult position to save, especially when you've only just gotten in the goal. And, great shot placement there from Omega. And yeah, I think those missed 3-pointers kind of might haunt them here, because again, it's not very often that you get these opportunities from a team like Gravity. And I mean, they're kind of being gifted some opportunities here that not really taking advantage of. They're really going to need everything here if they want to beat this team. And I mean, at the moment, they seem to be definitely stepping it up, but although Gravity doing just the same on the other end with another 2 after a great passing play. And I mean, if the goals are just back and forth like this, then Gravity's going to take the round. Omega, they have to make some strong play, maybe some 3s even into this round. They've got to change something up with their play style, or just the way that they're stacking plays together to get these passes through. Because I mean, at the moment they don't seem like they have many passing options. A lot of people in the same place with stacking 2 people on that same tunnel. Viatrex looking at a pass here to Simon and Lewis, who's going to snatch that one and bring it straight up. And again, the stack not getting back for Omega, and it's going to be Team Gravity taking the 11-4 lead. It's looking like the same thing that happened last round a little bit, but Omega, they've got to try and turn this around now.
And that quick transition play from Team Gravity just outpaced the Omega defense, not able to get back. So Omega to QB. Taco on Thursday passing from nest to wall, but Team Gravity so quick to apply pressure and read this offense. Now looking for the pass attempts in the bubble, but just taking it right in as Viatrex needs to send it back out. Al Pacino up to ceiling. Now Lewis looking for that pass and that cross and that cut, and it's so good. Simon able to put it away at 3 meters, just out of the bubble, in the bubble. Their passing is so crisp and clean.
I really got to point out, there's got to be some sort of VOD review or them kind of working out the patterns of Omega happening there. They stacked 2 players on the left tunnel, and they passed right anyway, and it was still read by Gravity. Usually, when you have the stack like that, going through and you pass and you have 2 players shoot out from the same tunnel, usually the defenders will cover that tunnel, but BK gonna take the 18-meter shot, and he's gonna make it for the 3, so shutting me up there. But I mean, yeah, I mean, Gravity, they just know exactly what to do against Omega, but if Omega keep making these opportunities that Gravity are giving them with these occasional mistakes now into round 2, then they might just have a chance, although I expect Gravity to try and seal things up here.
And with that quick rollout, but able to get possession, Omega needs to capitalize on this turnover. They need to get down court, but Team Gravity getting it along the wall. Simon with possession, throwing it back towards that tube. Al Pacino now with it, and they're slowing it down. They don't need to quickly put points on the board. They need to run this clock out. 2 minutes, 30 seconds left, and just taking it up to that bubble, sending it down to the floor. And now with this chance, VRML with that cross, and another cross to Lewis at a meter. Just incredibly good passing. They're just pulling this Omega defense out of position in the bubble, and Omega's just having a hard time responding.
Yeah, and I mean, half of those passes, they weren't even looking. They knew what to do before the play even unfolded. And I mean, just great teamwork from Team Gravity there to find those passes. And I mean, Omega, they have less than half of Team Gravity's points. Although lucky that this one doesn't go in either off of this missed QB. I mean, a lot of these actually recently, kind of strange to see. Maybe something to do with the roster. Maybe they haven't played with Dave Stand as much as I may have thought. Maybe I mean, not to blame people, but yeah, maybe the team chemistry just not quite on point, or maybe they're just having a bad day today. Because I mean, Omega could definitely put up some better plays than this at least. Taco getting stunned away, and just coming back from the stun, but it's not enough. Simon getting the pass behind the backboard and able to put it in for another 2-pointer.
Taco on Thursday expecting that very close shot from in front of the goal, and VRML opting just to send it behind goal to Simon. Simon will finish it off, so it's a 10-point lead to Team Gravity. Joust advantage back to Omega. Quick rollout. They get these quick rollouts, but they can't maintain the forward momentum, but able to pick it back up, get that stun. But Team Gravity so quick to respond every time. They're going to go for that shot off the ceiling, that clear towards bubble. It's going to be slapped down, but Team Gravity will pick it back up and have another chance at this offense.
Yeah, Al Pacino, oh, you know what to do with that disc as soon as he got it. The stack only just getting back for Omega, so the shot came through, and the shot also, but oh, that block again, stopping the 3, and that block has stopped many 3-pointers going in from that tunnel area. Simon gonna take that goal. Maybe not sure if it was in or not from the shot from VRML, but takes it in for the 2. And I mean, either way, wasting so much time. There's not going to be enough left. Team Gravity is going to take this set against Omega.
And a great game to both teams. Just such intensity, such fast-paced play, and Team Gravity's defensive stacks are just so strong. And Omega just not able to get around them. They're not able to maintain possession, gets it up in the bubble, and Team Gravity just really making quick work of them.
Yeah, and I mean, Omega, they were having some real trouble getting the stacks back. I mean, just kind of in general. That being said, let's head straight to the stats. And again, gonna be Simon leading with those points with 21 here. Beautiful amount of points here. And Lewis also with 10. VRML still finding himself 4, and plenty of assists across the board. Still 72% shots taken to Gravity, so actually the same metric as we saw since the last round. So kind of the same thing, kind of more of the same happening in that round. Team Gravity just finding all the offense, not much being given to Omega.
Absolutely, and with the conclusion of this first matchup, we will be going into the second matchup. I've been Sputnik Cobra, that's been Swift, my co-caster, and Sir Dimwee will take it away from here.
And yeah, so we're going to go to a quick intermission. Thank you, Sputnik and Swift. They will return for Toxin versus Meta. But until then, excuse me, I have a little, what do you say, frog in the throat. Next up, we have Instinct versus Spaghetti. So stay tuned for that. We will be right back after this quick intermission, and I will be back with Pam Wow. And welcome back. I told you it wouldn't be long there, Jackson Jills. And we have another exciting matchup of Becca Arena here for you here on VRML. And yes, Instinct versus Spaghetti. Before we get to that, I am Monsieur Demouy here with so much photography on cameras. And Pam Wow, a recent addition to our caster team from the Oceania region. Pam Wow, man, how you doing today? I know it's early for you. Good morning.
I'm doing great, and it was worth the wake up, the early wake up here. Instinct versus Spaghetti here we're going to be seeing in quite a few minutes. And look, after looking at the recent challenge that they've had, they had a recent challenge on June 28th. It was a 42-20, and Spaghetti was able to take that one away. But very interesting to see because, you know what, challenges are completely different to game days, and that's what we might see here.
And yeah, these are in North America, number 4 and third place and fourth place. Wow, confusing my my everything there. And both within that 1290 rounded MMR bracket. And yes, both teams have played many times before. And very excited to see them face off once again. I mean, this is guaranteed to be a high-level match now that, especially since Instinct has been, both these teams kind of had, newer rosters sort of this season. Spaghetti significantly, and Instinct picking up Ender here in this season 2. And now that both teams have settled in together, we're in we're at the end of week 8. Excuse me. They finally been able to. It's been almost 2 months this season, and that's a lot of time to get familiar with one another.
Yeah, a lot of team chemistry being built up over these weeks, as you've said now. And we're going to be heading into this round right now, I guess. And we're going to be heading in and, looking for a great game here. Instinct Spaghetti, if it's anything like we just saw with Team Gravity and Omega, certainly a lot of action-packed gameplay to await us. And we're going to be launching in right now.
And that is Spaghetti got to win that one. That's Spaghetti on the right and blue. Meatballer Blenders out and Oculus. That's a 2.2 second joust time. Then Instinct there on the left, and orange, Connemara, Chaos, Cruisin, Kavichi, and Ender. And that is Cruisin losing that one there to Oculizator, turning that one around. Going to send this in for the bounce shot. Is it going to make it in? Ooh, just wide. And that's going to be Kavichi picking that one up on the back line, sending it out.
And already a lot of action just from the joust here. That's going to be Al making his way inside the bubble and finding that opening inside shot. 2 points going over to Spaghetti. And wow, a lot of back and forth action already in the first minute within this game.
Yeah, this is that high level play that we love to see from teams like this. I mean, this is a master tier matchup. I mean, this is the top of master tier here facing off as it's going to be Instinct coming out on this joust advantage. Going to be handled there by Cruisin. Just a quick tap pass there to Ender. Phenomenal play, although that pass to Connemara doesn't take. This one's going to get passed into the bubble. Cleared into the bubble where Ender's going to pick it up here for Instinct, turning it around for maybe an opportunity here on offense.
I've never seen Joust Avengers handled like that. That nice little tap to the roof there, and the bounce actually worked for them, and they were able to maintain possession there. And here comes Connemara through to the left tunnel here. Nice setup there, and he might be utilized by Instinct, but it's going to be Spaghetti in the end, finding the clear through the left tunnel.
So that one cleared down into the Instinct zone, but it's going to be Cruisin on the back line. Cruisin, one of the best goalies that have come out of VRML. In recent months. Now this one going to bounce to the bubble, picked up there by Ender. Ender bringing it in. Ooh, with the juke, and he's going to get it in. 1 on 3, 1 on 4 even. Jukes out a couple defenders, brings it in on 2 goalies, and that's good enough to tie it up here just under 2 minutes in.
I love that little delay that Ender did there, and great passing coming from Cruisin as well to the backboard there. Ender did well with that disc, and we're going to be heading in with the Joust Advantage of Spaghetti here, 2-2, and with 8 minutes left. So much action already, and it's great to see. And we're going to see Oculizer to Meatball. Meatball passing it down to the right, and that's going to be Al from all the long shot coming from Al. 3 points going to Spaghetti, 19 meters.
Now, I don't know if Cruisin was doing a gambit bait there, hiding out in a tunnel, and I just got beat, or if maybe he was late to come out because I saw him just getting up to the goal as that shot came in, and what a shot it was there from Al. Yeah, good 3 there. Phenomenal play. I wasn't expecting it, but now it's going to be Cruisin here for Instinct, sending that one across to Connemara here on the near side wall. Going to walk this one up under pressure now, but still with a little bit of room. So he's going to keep on walking. These shoes were made for walking. He chases that one down, loses it, mishandles it. Going to be turned over. Oculizator with it. So he's going to get the stun out. And now bringing it into the zone. Pass back there to Ender. Ender ducking one, coming in. Going to pass this one across to Connemara, but just out of reach and now chasing it down.
Yep, and that's going to be Spaghetti contesting for the ball here. Meatball, a pass back right to Blenders, who was getting pressured by Instinct, but he didn't let that pressure get to him, and they're going to find a clear right through to the bubble of Instinct, and they're going to be looking for some regrabs to apply some pressure here. That's going to be Al finding the disc on the left wall, looking for a play here. Might go for a pass cross up into the bubble. That's going to be Al looking for a shot, but didn't quite find it. It's going to get stolen, and stolen yet again from both teams here, looking for the disc. Everyone wants it. Al going for the backboard shot, didn't quite find it. It's going to bounce off to the left, and Instinct might look for a counterplay here, but that's going to be Meatballer finding the rebound, and he's going to get punched off. The disc not going to go exactly where he wants it to go. A bit of dubstep action into the trench there, but that's going to be Blenders finding it and potentially looking for another shot.
Oh, I'm going to be stealing that dubstep action, but Al with another shot there, but that was Cruising with a save on that one. And no, we have a drop there on Spaghetti. It looks like one of their players has gone out, so it's going to be 3-on-4, but Spaghetti in possession here. Al going up to Oculizator under assault, gets it back. That's Al picking it up, and he's going to get stunned out there by Ender, trying to turn it around now for Instinct. Look for that clear out. It sends it down there to Connemara Chaos. Connemara Chaos on the floor. Look for the steep toss in, but it goes right to the chain there. Actually hits them in the head, and they pick that one up. Oculizator turning it around now for Spaghetti with a 3v4.
Yeah, and although it's a 4v3, Spaghetti's certainly doing well to apply this pressure here. Here comes Oculizer. They might just find a few points here with this situation. They're playing around the back of the board, but it's going to get slapped out there by Instinct. And you'd assume that Instinct might be able to look for a counterplay and assert some more aggression onto Spaghetti, but Spaghetti's doing well with their possession here. They're maintaining it at a great standard, except for that pass that's going to find its way to Kavici, and Kavici looking for a clear through to the right tunnel, didn't quite find it, and it's going to find its way right to Blenders. Blenders looking for another pass here to the bottom. Al didn't quite grab it in time, and that's going to go right to Instinct, looking for a play now.
This one going to bounce down in the Spaghetti bubble. Looks like a player from Spaghetti is going to get there. That is Blenders. And actually expecting to see that player rejoin any moment, as it has been a minute. I expect that someone's gotten an invite out, maybe. But now Al with it. Al sending this one through mid. And what we're really seeing here is one of the best offenses in the league versus one of the best defenses in the league. And that's Spaghetti with that offense, that ridiculously capable of offense. And there, Llama Cat coming in actually to sub. And now a bounce off the barrier. Not sure what happened to that other player. Maybe lost power or something to that effect. So Llama Cat coming in for Spaghetti here at the 13th hour. And now picked up by Ender. Ender going to clear this one in for Instinct. Back to full strength here. We're back to 4v4. Connemara Chaos coming in. Going to juke. Cross pass to Ender. Ender going to set that one in gingerly for the 2.
Great play there from Ender, and closing up this score 4-5 with only a 1-point lead for Spaghetti. Although they do have their 4v4 back in action now, so let's see if Llama Cat can even up the tides here. And you know what? Spaghetti did very well to maintain their pressure and lead throughout that situation of 3v4. And it's actually great to see across the board here. And we're going to see Oculus Sada, sorry, my OCE dialect is showing. We've got these new NA team names are all foreign to me. Here comes Connemara through the right tunnel. It's going to be hovering there, and that's going to be Oculisator. That's always going to get me, that name. Anyway, Oculisator passing it through to the bubble, but that's going to be Cruising in the end.
So Instinct now in possession with it here. Cruising sending that one across. Going to bounce off the station block. Oculisator picking that one up. Going to send it down to Al. The back in possession is Spaghetti. Al moving in. Al has a cross pass. Hits Llama. Llama bringing it in. Llama's going to hit it for the 2, and that's going to give Spaghetti a 3-point lead.
Wow, great play there from Llama now. They're great passing across the board, and we're going to get heading to the just advantage now of Instinct, making their way in with 3 minutes 20 left on the clock with a 3-pointer. Is essentially all it's going to take for Instinct to get back into this round. So it'd be great to see if they can make a play here, launching into the round here. It's going to be Cruising, making a pass there to the right to Ender. Ender, nice pass to the left. Connemara through the left tunnel, getting pressured there by Spaghetti, but he's not going to let that get to him. He's going to find a pass there to the right, potentially setting up for a 3-pointer here. But it's going to be Spaghetti finding that dispersion, finding a slap. That's going to be Cruising finding the rebound there and potentially finding a shot off the 3-pointer. Oh my lord, Cruising. Great shot there.
Cruising on in through that bubble. What a drive. That was ridiculous. And looking like player on Spaghetti. And Meatball has returned. So presumably, although he should not be in this game before Llama Cat has left, he's going to be hearing about that one as we come out here for this joust. And Llama Cat is out. So, yeah, this is an awkward situation. Oculisator sending that one up to Blenders. Blenders going to back this one up. Look where that cross pass is going to go back to Oculisator here. Oculisator now moving patiently. And yeah, this is no bueno. Miss pass there and now handled by Blenders. Blenders going to send that one across into the hands of Oculus. He's going to clear that one out.
Now they do have a lead here, so they do have the right to be playing safe as they are, but as we saw earlier, Spaghetti do have an insane amount of pressure when they are attacking, and I feel like they can keep utilizing that throughout this round to find themselves, finding this round and effectively finding the match. And here comes Limacut getting stunned out there by Cruisin', and Cruisin's going to find the clear, potentially right through the left tunnel. Is going to pass and make its way through to Connemara. Connemara setting up for potential re-grab play here, but that's going to be Blenders finding in the end and going for it clear through to the right.
And I picked up there by Oculus. They're going to clear this one in all the way down into the Instinct bubble where it's going to be handled. Well, Cruisin' trying to get there. Cruisin' over to Ender. Ender now with this one going to send this one up to Kavichi. Kavichi cross pass all the way over there to Connemara Chaos. Connemara moving in on the near side wall. And over there to Ender. Ender now moving in on the ceiling. Going to go down to Kavichi. Kavichi cross pass Connemara. Connemara with the angle. Going to bring that one in on the other hand. And Instinct going to take a 1 point lead here with just about a minute to go.
And since this round has begun a lot of back and forth action, as I'm going to keep repeating throughout this round, 2-pointer after 2-pointer coming from each team here, and the scores are just going to keep getting tighter and tighter as we progress into the last minute of this round here with 50 seconds left on the clock. Every play matters here, and it's going to be hovering in the trench. It's going to be setting up a potential counterplay in the bubble here, but it's going to... Oh, yep, that's going to be Limacat finding it outside the bubble. Might look for a passy onto Shield, but he's playing around the backboard and found the inside shot. Great play there from Lava inside. 2 points, taking this round 9-8. And I believe with 30 seconds left, Instinct certainly going to be looking for a speedy reply here, or else I'll be Spaghetti taking away the first round.
And so, yeah, 20 seconds to go here. Instinct down by 1. They're going to come out with this Joust advantage. And now handled there by Cruisin'. Cruisin' going to send that one up there to Ender. Ender sending it through mid. Going to go down there to Connemara Chaos. Connemara Chaos walking in on the far side there. It's a 4-on-3 in the moment. Ender coming in. Ender going to cross it to Connemara, bringing it in. And Ender's going to plant it in for the 2. And that's going to end round 1, 10-9.
In the final 4 seconds of the first round, we're going to see Team Instinct clutching it up. And wow, what a great first round. A lot of action coming in, and very excited to see this second round here. Hopefully with no player drops throughout this second round, it will be great to see. But regardless, still a great first round, and Instinct and Spaghetti certainly giving each other a run for their money. And yeah, great first round.
So yeah, after 1, it's going to be Instinct 10-9. You've got your game high points there to Ender with 6. But just barely as Al picked up 5, Limacat with 4, and Cruisin' there with 2, Connemara with 2. And then also, one thing I'm also noticing is not a whole lot of saves on the board, although we saw, how many times Instinct was able to stuff their bubble down in their end and just stop any assault from Spaghetti. And being informed now that we're going to be taking a 5-minute timeout here to figure out the roster situation. So we're going to have a few minutes between these rounds. And yeah, but what a showing by both these teams. I mean, that was a fantastic back and forth there. I mean, all the way down to the end. That last goal going in by Ender with just, it was about 3 seconds, 3-4 seconds left.
Yeah, definitely showing the common case of every second mattering in games, especially games like this, Echo Arena. It's like every play, every pass, you can definitely see being utilized throughout both teams here, Instinct and Spaghetti. And Instinct was just able to clutch up in those final few seconds, and they they did make that count in that final play. Great passes across the board. Definitely, he wasn't afraid. They weren't afraid to make back passes, although they had like 5 seconds left. They weren't afraid to make back passes and make the proper plays, which is definitely showing their great collection, their great calmness. They're not, essentially they're doing great, Team Instinct here this game. But Spaghetti certainly giving them a run for their money.
Yeah, and again, Spaghetti with that exceptionally capable offense. I mean, they've been running up scores on half the Master Tier division. And we do have all of Spaghetti back into the game here. Meatballer has returned. Limacat has taken a seat here. It's stepped aside, I would say, rather. And so we should be getting going here any minute. And what a fantastic! But I mean, just Instinct just going to take that one in the first round and very close. So I mean, this is a game that I very likely see going to three rounds here, without a doubt.
Mm. And if it's anything like the first round here, I'm extremely excited to see this second round. Be very excited to see if Spaghetti can find a response here. But yeah, as you said, both teams definitely showing a lot of promise from this first round. Both teams definitely showing great potential with their passing, their possession, just everything in general. And yeah, extremely different to what I'm used to from the OCE region. Like the regrabs here are on point, the passes are on point. It's just so fast. It's high action. It's just everything that you'd want to see within a game, and it's all happening here. And we're going to be going to the second round quite soon. But yeah, genuinely excited to see that.
And while we have a moment, although maybe just a moment, actually, they just hit it. Just get a quick shout out to the sponsors: VR Cover, ProTube VR, Rebuff Reality, VRware, Fixed Gaming, and of course, also, well, actually, we have about a full minute here. So, also shout out to our viewers on venues, also Facebook, on Twitch, and particularly if you're on venues, if you're watching us from venues right now and you like what you see, and you're wondering what all the fuss is about. You can actually download this game right now. It's free. It's currently still in beta, but hopefully not for too much longer. And once it releases, it will remain free. And you can pull up the store right there as you're sitting, waiting for round 2. Just go check that out. Just search up Echo VR, give that a download, and then once this game is over, go check it out. Because something I've said for a long time now, the one thing that all of us have in common is our first day in Echo Arena was a discovery. You know, it's not like finding another game where, you know, oh, this is kind of cool, I want to learn what's going on. You discover Echo Arena on your first day, and when you pop in the first time, you'll understand what I mean as we get started here for round 2.
Echo Arena, I know the game. Isn't that the best game, TM? I swear Swift said something like that.
It is the best game. I mean, it's just like, it's one of the few things I still do. One of the few games I still play at my age. But now we are going to get started here in round 2. And that's going to be Ender picking that one up here for Instinct. That's a 2-second joust. Not quite under that the 2.0 there. It's just about, and then a good stops there by Meatballer, turning that one around. Going to send it through the near side tube. And back down into the Instinct zone. Chains are going to get down there. Good leash here by Al. Everyone overshooting, although it's going to be Blenders finally picking that one up. Blenders, though, he's going to get stunned as he gets that pass back, finds hands of Cruising. Excuse me, that was a pass in, but finds hands of Cruising. Now Kavichi, we're thinking a back pass Cruising. Now Instinct going to turn this one around as this one gets cleared to mid.
And quite a few awkward bounces off Bowtie there. We could see the players overshooting. No one expected those bounces coming in, but that's going to be Blenders finding the steal. But Ender's there yet again to find that re-steal again. And that's going to be the regrabs coming in from Spaghetti looking to defend this one. And that's going to be Spaghetti trying to quickly grab this disc away from Ender, but they're not going to be able to find it in time. Ender's going to find the pass down to Kavichi. And Kavichi is going to find that inside shot, opening up this second round 2-0. Great plays there across the board from Instinct. And a bit of a hassle for the disc there inside the defense region of Spaghetti. Disc hasn't been working for any of the teams within the first minute of this second round. But Instinct were just able to utilize that midst of chaos there, and they were able to find those 2 points.
So now it's Oculus here with this one as they stun out Ender on the aggressive defensive play there. And Ock going to send this one through, but there, the bounce right in the hands of Connemara. Connemara sending it right back to Ock, who gets the headbutt, but right back to Connemara to Ender. Ender, empty lane, going to take a shot. He's going to hit it on the fade, 17 meters out. Ender going to hit it for the 3, and Instinct is up by 5.
Great shot there from Ender, really utilizing the empty goal there. And Spaghetti, I feel like the regrabs just weren't as quick as they were in the first round. I feel like maybe something's got, maybe they're changing something up within this second round. They want to take away they certainly want to find this second round away from Instinct, because they definitely want to try and get into this third round here. But regardless, that's going to be a disc setup for Cruisin' then. Cruisin' making a pass towards the lower trench there. It's going to bounce up, potentially sending for a play here, but the regrab's coming in from Spaghetti now. Go and find a clear through the right tunnel and potentially look for a counterattack here.
And this one bouncing into the bubble of Instinct, picked up by Blenders, and he's going to pop it in there for Spaghetti's first goal here of round 2, 23 seconds after the last, and that's just over 2 minutes in, almost 2.5 minutes at this point. And yeah, Spaghetti finally on the board there, but Instinct with that joust advantage up by 3.
Yeah, both teams certainly doing well within this game in general. We can see the regrabs coming in from both teams, definitely on point. And a lot of pressure being asserted here from Spaghetti in the opening, just advantage of Instinct. Instinct looking for a few passes up there, but it's going to get stolen there by Spaghetti. But that's going to be Oculus outside the bubble. Might look for an anchor shot on the pole. Went for a juke there and just does a slam dunk within that goal. Basically cruises it in. That goal, 2 points going to Spaghetti. Closing up the scores here, 5-4 with only a 1 point lead with Instinct. They're going to look for another adjust advantage play here.
And that's just a classic Oculus hitter goal. Going to juke out the goalie, bring it in for the dunk. So we'll be Instinct back with the joust advantage once again. Now only up by 1, but still in the lead. But still also about 7 minutes to go here. So a lot of time in round 2 yet. As Conor Marquez is going to walk this up on the near side wall, going to juke out the defender, send that one back to Cruisin. Cruisin now pulling Meatballer out, pulls him all the way out. So he's going to go for a very deep pass there. He's going to hit Kavici now. Kavici going to slow it down, let his team move through mid, get into position here as Ender inverts right above the bubble. Cruising here on the back line. Going to send this one up to Ender. Ender not able to handle that one. And Blender's coming out of the goal to get the grab and try to send it out, but now caught in the far side trap.
And from 4 minutes of just extreme chaos and extreme fighting for the disc, we're going to have some calm collection coming here from Instinct, looking for some plays. They want to draw as many players out as they can here. Barely missing a pass out of Kavici, and Blenders is going to be able to use that and find a clear potentially through the midsection. And it's the bounce. There's going to be a bit of an awkward bounce in the midsection. That's going to lead to Instinct looking for a play here, but it's going to be Meatballer finding the disc in the end and looking for a clear through the right tunnel. But that's just going to find its way into the hands of Cruz, and clearing is so important in this game. You can't just give up the disc like that, because that's going to lead Ender finding 2 points inside your bubble. Here comes Ender with the 2.7 to 4, a 3-point lead coming to Instinct.
And Ender just uncontested there under the goal, going to bring that one in and just slam it on his side. And so that's now a 3-point lead here to Instinct. 5.5 to go here in round 2. As it's going to be Spaghetti here coming out with that joust advantage. Oculus hitter going to pick this one up on the back line, send it to the near side wall there to Meatballer. Meatballer, the defender, cruises right by him, so he's going to get a free pass in there to Al, in deep. Al under pressure there by Connemara, going to go up to Oculus hitter. Oculus hitter coming in over the bow tie, going to hit Meatballer on the ceiling. Meatballer bringing it in. Meatballer going to hit it for the 2, and it's back to a 1-point game.
An instant response coming from Spaghetti here, and I feel like their offense is extremely greater than what we've seen from within the first round, second round. Spaghetti just, I feel like whenever they have their joust advantage, Spaghetti, they certainly utilize it to a great extent, and they're finding these points that, you know, a lot of teams couldn't find, and Spaghetti certainly doing well to maintain this pressure here. They're making their way inside the bubble, didn't quite find the stun there, and that's going to be Ender on the roof, looking for a play here, passes to the right, and that's going to be Kavici playing through the right tunnel. Bit of a pass back there to Ender. Ender, great passes across the board here from Instinct now, as we're seeing here. A bit of pressure coming here from Spaghetti, and they're looking to quickly grab back this disc, but it's going to be Instinct.
So now Cruising with it, he's going to walk through, actually send that one through, but the bounce, Goofy, comes right back to Cruising. Cruising sending that one in, looks for Connemara, but it heads back towards mid. Ender trying to track it down, can't. It's going to be Oculus hitter picking that one up right there in the hands. Connemara casts, a couple stuns going out, a couple disc exchanging hands, but Ender coming away with it under assault. Going to get a double stun there, so disc is loose, and it's going to be Oculus hitter actually getting there, well, only for a moment. They're still chasing this one down. What a battle of even skilled brawlers there. And now long shot, oh, just wide.
A bit of a fight there, a bit of a brawl there we just saw there, and that long shot nearly found its way off the backboard. Wasn't able to find it just immediately, but Al is going to find the rebound. Set a bit of an Al there because he got punched, but Meatball is going to find that disc off the rebound and found the inside shot for 2 points. And I feel like something that I've noticed within this game that I'm going to briefly mention here, clears are just so important, and they're going to go for a bit of a technical timeout here, but regardless, clears are just so important within this game, and I feel like clearing just for the sake of clearing isn't good enough, because as we saw earlier, Instinct were able to abuse that bit of a reckless clear coming from Spaghetti, and they were just able to find that follow-up 2 points to just kind of ease their situation within this game, within this round per se. And Spaghetti, I feel like when you're making a clear, it has to work for your team. Otherwise, it's going to be turned against you, that clear, and you might as well not have cleared at all in general. And that's going to be Instinct. Although they're a point behind here, both teams certainly showing a lot of credibility within these first 2 rounds.
And so another time out here between these two. What am I saying between the rounds? We're still in round 2 here. I'm being goofy. Yeah, these 2 teams. I mean, again, we're seeing another game that's just within 1 point here. And regardless of roster activity, it's still 1 point game. I mean, these 2 teams are so evenly matched. I can't wait to see them play in the playoffs, because that's when playoffs is when the gloves come off. That's when everybody is kicking it up to that next level, whether or not they know they can go to that next level. Everyone goes there in the playoffs, and these are 2 teams that are very likely to make it in as we approach the to be guaranteed to make it in as we approach the end of the season here at the end of week 8. Both of them up in that 1290 bracket. The only two in the 1290. Next below them is Synapse at 1260. And now, of course, they could be much closer than they look on the board, but nonetheless, I mean, that's it sets them apart, and it kind of, like I said, more likely to find their way into the postseason. And so I expect them to play in the postseason, and I can't wait to see it.
Yep, and I do believe I did have an incorrect judgment of the way this game certainly was going to pan out. I did make a statement earlier about the challenge match that they had recently, and although Spaghetti were able to come out on top of that, it certainly shows here how a game day is completely different to a challenge day, and definitely both teams bringing their role into this game here, and with literally a 1-point lead for Spaghetti, and if we get into a round 3 here, that'll be great to see, because both teams certainly putting on a performance for us today, and yeah. Great to see.
And yeah, I guess I mean we still have the moment here. Shout out to everyone watching, everyone in Twitch, everyone in venues, everyone on Facebook Live. We appreciate that you're watching. I'm not going to hit you with an advertisement. I'm just honestly thankful. Thankful to everybody who's here watching this. There's a lot of work put in by a lot of really good people. And I mean, the overlay that you're seeing right now, largely responsible was Palador. You know, that's it, the amount of work he's put into that, and just there's so many people involved. And I'm stalling as I try to pull up the list so I don't forget anybody off the top of my head as I get the list here. Yeah, finally, there we go. I mean, you've got your league mods in North America: Wick, Gilligan, Steaky Evil, who just left for college, Princess AG, and Dana McFabulous, who's constantly working. And then our European league mods, Nada, Alacost, Echo Zero. They're all constantly they're always working. There's always so much. Gil gets annoyed with me periodically because I like to throw a lot of stuff at him, and he'll be like, "Dude, you know how busy we are." And because they are very busy, they're constantly busy. And then our governing moderators, Dackman, and of course, Palador, and Mama Birds, who you've seen more active in the Discord as of late. The VRML board is made up of Dackman, Sleepy, Nightfire, Palador, Buxton, and Mama Bird. And then, of course, all our casters. And I know this is not a complete list, but we got Palador, of course, myself, Sir Dimwee, Sputnik Cobra, Swift, Caption, Skinny, Wit, So Much Subtlety, Shimbitsky, Captain Canada, Andy W. B. Love, Dana McFabulous, Kung, Rocks Titan, Dash, VR, Jersey, Nightfire, Acady, Shepherd, and a couple new ones here as well. Pam, wow. We've had Adam R. Fly in a few as well recently. I know there's a few that I'm missing. I don't know if I hit Mini Hat. We've also got Rosie with us now. I mean, there's so many people that do just so much work, and it all comes together for stuff like this. And so when I say thank you for watching, I genuinely mean it. Because it's the payoff. This is well, not this isn't the only payoff. There's a lot of payoffs, but this is one of the most obvious ones. And everyone involved is incredibly thankful for everyone who's watching today, and everyone that will be continuing to watch in the future.
Yep, and that name Palador will always kind of stick out to me because he's just had a very great influence on basically what I'm doing right now, the casting. It's just because he would stay and do a lot of the OC matches with me, and he basically eased me into this this work that I'm doing right now, and I've loved every moment of it, and I'm love what I'm doing right now, and it's great to see. And basically, yeah, Palador and the community as well, you've all influenced me to do what I'm doing right now, so extremely grateful for you all being here, and great to see you all. And also, yeah, Palador, yeah, just a name that will always stick out to me.
And so I'm gonna try something ridiculous. All right, and I'm not even gonna be able to see the results. I expect Nightfire, I know you can hear me. I expect you to report back after the event. So right now, in venues, all right, from so when you're looking at the screen to your right, and we're gonna go to the left. All right, we're gonna do a wave. All right, so everybody in venues, all right, everyone in venues, you need to be paying attention right now. We're doing a wave. All right, so from the right. Your right to your left, from right wall to left wall. Are you ready? You're gonna do it. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. So give a minute. Give a minute to do it.
Give a minute. Yeah, there's a bit of delay. I'm gonna.
All right. That was pretty good. I expected it was pretty good, but I think you guys could do better. All right,
We
I
can
think you
definitely
guys can do better. All right, so we're gonna try again. All right, this time, same thing. Right wall to left wall. All right, you ready? All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, okay, a bit better than the last one.
I think
Not
that was
bad.
pretty good. I think it was pretty
Yeah,
good.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Maybe if we get the people watching as well to like chip in as well, maybe that would help out. But Instinct readying up here, and they might see it ready up from Spaghetti coming soon. Maybe they just weren't interested in that wave competition at all. They just want to head into this game. They're tired of that, and we might be heading into the final, I believe 6 or 5 minutes into this second round here quite soon.
And yeah, so it looks like I believe have both teams readied up at this point. And so since they said it's round 2 of 2, we're gonna have to wait one more minute here. So about to get restarted here in round 2. Now it is 8-7 in favor of Spaghetti. What was it, about 3:30 on the clock? Actually, it's 3:39:13 according to So Much for Subtlety. And reminder, he is our cameraman, our pro cameraman.
And yeah, I think if we're going to keep talking about Instinct and Spaghetti here, based on the first round, both teams certainly have good things that they can take away from this game. And I feel like regardless of who wins here, it's definitely both teams have something to be proud of, because, hey, with the plays that we've seen throughout the first round and half the second round here, yeah, a lot of great plays coming across the board, and extremely excited to head back into the second round here. And that's exactly what we're going to be doing here with Instinct with the just advantage.
So just to reiterate, because I have nothing else to say as we count down here, it's going to be 8-7 on the board in favor of Spaghetti, 3:39 on the clock as we launch out here. Instinct with that joust advantage is going to be Kavici with this one, and look how quickly I see it comes to a stop here on both the packs, and cross pass there going to find its way to Ender. Ender trying to find the wall there, lost his hand for a moment, but does get that cross pass over to Connemara. Connemara going to go back to Kavici. Kavici going to send this one in and over to Ender, and Ender now moving in, breaks his, well, the defense breaks away, but only for a moment as he gets this one deep in. Does find its way to Connemara. Connemara now danger on this near side wall, but going to go for that reset to Kavici. Kavici going to go to Ender. Ender looking for a lane, coming in, cross pass, Connemara. Oh, just wide, uncharacteristic. And that one's going to bounce out.
Great passes, great plays, and you could also say great instinct coming from Team Instinct here in the opening just advantage here. They're definitely utilizing it and utilizing their pressure that they have on Spaghetti within this first play here. And Ender's going to have the disc here playing around the left side, might look for a pass through to the right. And indeed he does. It's going to go to Spank, who finds the disc, and it's going to pass it right back there to Kavici. Kavici now, he has a defender Owl on him, but he doesn't let that get to him. But Connemara is definitely going to let that defender get to him, because Spaghetti's going to find that stun. But regardless, Ender's going to find that rebound and potentially looking for a play here. Passes it to the right shoulder, and that's going to be Connemara finding his way in off the backboard. Nearly found the play, but that's going to be Spaghetti finding the defense in the end and definitely finding the clear. But as we said earlier, the clears aren't going to be utilized to their full potential. That's going to be Instinct potentially finding a rebound play here. That's going to be Kavici yet again from the outside looking for another play.
Now Kavici moving in, going to cross that one over to Ender. Ender going to go to Connemara. Connemara on the edge of the bubble, going back to Ender. Ender's going to bring it in, and he hits it off the head of Blender. Is good for the 2. And also notable, and I noticed it first out, but I didn't actually dig, and I should have. Kavici came out as goalie, or excuse me, as quarterback. That's usually a spot taken by Cruzen. Cruzen is currently out, replaced by Spank. So Spank coming in during that timeout there. And so Spank replacing Cruzen, and actually Kavici going to be playing in goal. Kavici also a phenomenal goalie in the league, as Meatball is going to move this one through the near side too.
And with 1 minute 30 left on the clock, still ultimately anybody's round here, and we can still potentially see a round 3 coming here. Four Team Spaghetti here making a play through the bubble here, potentially setting up on the roof, and that's going to be Owl off the roof, making a nice shot there, but barely made its way inside the goal there. And now both teams looking for the disc here, a bit of a punch there onto Blenders, but that's going to be Meatball finding it in the end, and he's playing off the roof, might look for an undershot, and another undershot coming there from Meatballers, and 2 shots very close to the goals there, but weren't able to find it in the end. But hey, Spaghetti's still finding these rebounds, and if they can keep the shots coming, they're certainly going to find the points coming. Inside shot there coming from Meatball, 9-10, a 1-point lead coming to Spaghetti. Something all too familiar that we've seen throughout these 2 rounds here. Both teams just taking the lead by 1 point, and I feel like it's every just advantage. We're seeing something new.
And just like last round, we're in the final minute here. Instinct down by 1, and with the disc, is Kavici going to send that one up to Ender. Ender moving through mid. We have 36 seconds to go here in round 2. Instinct did take round 1. If they can get one more goal here, they will take the game. Ender moving in on the far side, under assault by Oculizer. Going to send this one across. It's Connemara. Connemara has a teammate. Has Spank moving in, but a good read there by Al. Al's going to clear it. It's not out. Kavichi trying to track it down. It's going to be Connemara picking it up. Connemara under assault. Going to send this one in deep. Going to get the flat bounce off the back wall. Race for it. Blenders picks it up. He's going to get stunned out. 11 seconds ago. Ender picking it up. Ender moving in on the side of the bubble. 8 seconds, 7 seconds, 6 seconds. Pass in. Shot goes wide. Picked up by Connemara. Bring it in. One last opportunity. We're going to round 3.
Oh my lord, the passes, and it was the final 7 seconds, just like last round, and that shot just barely missing off target there, and Instinct were able to secure that second round. But regardless, we're going to be heading into the third round quite soon here, and Spaghetti certainly did well to hold down the fort in those last few seconds there, and did well to clear, basically all those attempts made on target there. But yeah, I feel like Instinct, they definitely had a play going on there, and within the final 7 seconds, just practically mimicking that first round where we saw them clutch up in those last few seconds. We nearly saw a similar case there in the final few seconds of that second round. But yeah, as I said, regardless, we're going to be heading into this third round, and hey, I'm not mad. I'm extremely excited to see this third round, excuse me, because Instinct and Spaghetti certainly have been putting on a performance, and it's been great to see, great to cast over.
And we are very quickly going into that third round here. Teams had to restart the clock, so they restart it. We start immediately, and that's going to be Instinct winning that joust initially. Ender with it. Ender ducking that chain, coming back for him like he has eyes in the back of his head there. And that's a 1.85 joust time. And now an anchor's actually a pass to Spank, but Spank going to send this one back. But Al gets a grab. Ender gets a stun, trying to track it down. And he's going to get stunned out. Double stun with Blenders. Meatball are picking it up. He's going to clear that one through mid.
Great awareness coming through from Instinct, and I feel like it's Spaghetti who's finding the counterattacks here and finding the counter plays, which is I feel like Spaghetti is most strongest within their offensive side. So when they're trying to turtle in and they're trying to protect their goal, I feel like that's when Instinct are able to take their advantage away for them practically. But taking the words right out from my mouth, Al finding those opening 2 points within this final round, Spaghetti, and 2-0 lead here with 9 minutes.
So yeah, that's 40 seconds into round 3. Spaghetti going to take that early lead as we count down. The first minute is gone. So it's going to be Instinct coming out with that joust advantage. Kavichi with it, just stopping over Ness. Going to send that one over to Connemara. Connemara sending that one back across as he baits out that chain. Not in the hands of Ender. Ender going to have to track it down as Meatballer coming into pressure. But a good quick pass there to Kavichi on the back line. Kavichi going to send it back up to Connemara. Connemara going back across. Kavichi having to track it down under assault there by Meatballer. Gets the hand, but in the hands of Al. Al had a lane, but not for long. Connemara, good stun, got a bounce pass, a beautiful bounce pass there to Ender, and Ender's going to get this one cleared out.
And I feel like as soon as the pressure starts pouring in from Spaghetti, that's when we're going to see some plays coming across the board here from Spaghetti. And it's exactly what we're seeing here. Now Al finding a nice pass there up onto the roof. That's going to be Meatball looking for a play here. It's going to get stunned right out from Instinct, and that's going to be Connemara finding the clear through to the left tunnel and potentially setting up for a play here. The regrabs are coming in from Spaghetti, who will find it first here. And that's going to be Al in the defensive region looking for a play here.
Al sending that one forward there to Oculizer on the near side wall, as I forget my H's. Oculizer just going to send this one in. Kavichi can't get the grab on it. Spank getting there. Has a defender near him, but he's going to get this one cleared back into the Spaghetti zone. So a lot of clearing here from Instinct at the moment, although they haven't been able to track down the clears. It's going right back to the hands of Spaghetti. So Spaghetti once again in possession, trying to move through this near side tube, going to get that pass through to Oculizer, ducks the defender, jumps to the defender, puts on the brakes, going to twirl around the defender, pulls the step stool out. Good pass there to Blenders. Blenders are easy going to get stunned up by Connemara, and Connemara is going to get that one sent out at least to the trap, where it's going to be picked up by Ender.
And in contrast to the first two rounds here, we're seeing a lot more passes and a lot more defensive plays here coming across the board. And yeah, because what we saw in the first 2 rounds was a lot of plays coming across the board, but that's going to be our Oculizer taking his time in a 1v1 situation. Didn't quite find the point there, but it's going to rebound. Nearly found its way on the rebound there into the goal, but dinged right off the top post. And they went for a pass back here. Bit of a hassle for that disc, but that's going to be Oculizer finding it in the end, looking for a setup on the right shoulder. That's going to be Al finding his way in. He finds a pass there to Meatballer making his way in off the backboard. Nearly found a shot there, but Instinct did well to keep that one out, and they're going to find a clear through to the left tunnel. It's going to have an awkward bounce, and that's going to wrap up that attack coming from Spaghetti, unless they can find a intercept here. Nope, it's going to be Instinct yet again looking for a clear.
Yeah, that was Kavichi with a ridiculous headbutt save there. And some folks think the headbutt saves are luck. They are not. That's strategically placing the head in the right spot. I don't care what anybody says. Al sending that one up to Oculus. Bring it in. He gets stunned out by the challenging goalie Kavichi. But now Al with it. He's going to get stuffed there by Ender. But this one loose again. Trying to track it down. Actually, Kavichi gets a slap back out towards mid. But Blender's on the back line picking that one up. Blender's going to send it into Al. Al coming in. Takes the shot and he hits it. And 4 minutes in, it's a 4-point lead to Spaghetti 4-0.
And that's exactly what I'm trying to say here. Spaghetti, if they're able to keep maintaining this pressure that they have on Instinct, that's where their strength lies. That's where their advantage lies. And they're going to keep racking up these points. And we're 5 minutes 50 within this game. And we're certainly seeing it within this final round. Spaghetti certainly trying to utilize their pressure that they have on Instinct here.
So Kavichi going to send that one down to Ender. Ender quickly up to Connemara. Connemara going deep into Spank. Spank now far side wall. Going to delay for a moment. Send that one up to Connemara, just out of reach, so it's going to turn over. And Al back in possession of Spaghetti. So again, another turnover to Spaghetti, this time not on a clear, although Ender's going to pick that one up, so back in control is Instinct. 5.5 minutes still remaining here in round 3. Currently tied up in the series. Kavichi sending that one across there to Spank. Spank sending that one over the head, and a good stop by Blenders, but then Connemara KS going to take out the trash, put it in for the 2, and that's going to cut the Spaghetti lead in half, 4-2, halfway through round 3.
Great grab there from Connemara. Showed his awareness of the situation and awareness of the disposition. Just quickly grabbing that one and finding that slam dunk inside the bubble. And 2-4 lead here for Spaghetti still, but Instinct certainly getting themselves back into this round here as we're going to come with a launch. That's going to be Oculus with the disc, looking for a pass here to the right. Didn't quite find its target, so that's going to be Spank finding it in the end and looking for a play here onto the goal. It's open. The regrabs aren't coming in from either teams here because everyone's kind of away from each other, so no one, that's going to be Spaghetti finding it in the end, but wasn't able to find quite a good clear there because that's going to be Connemara. Connemara looking for a play. Finds a pass to the left. Spank back to Connemara. Connemara inside the bubble looking for a play. Whoa, was a bit of a close shot there on goal, but they're going to find the rebound regardless. And a nice slap pass there back to Connemara. Connemara found the pass and a bit of an off shot there onto the top of the post, and it's going to be a dink. And the shots are just going to keep coming here from Instinct. They're looking for a response here. They want to find the response. A nice pass back down there. Didn't quite find its target actually, but the regrabs are coming in, and that might be Spaghetti finding in the end. They're going to find a stun, but it's not going to be good enough. Ends up with the disc now, trying to find a pass. Barely off target, but it's going to set it up for Meatball. Kavichi, sorry. Kavichi finding the disc, finding the pass inside the bubble. He's looking for the play there, but Spaghetti's defense are just going to overwhelm in the end, and they're going to find the stun. And hey, Instinct still got the discount. They're going to keep going for these shots until Spaghetti can find an effective clear that will work for them. And all players looking for a play here. That's going to be Kavichi inside the bubble looking for a pass here to the right. That's going to be Ender inside the bubble to Spank. And Spank finds the inside shot, 2 points, evening up this game 4-4.
I don't know how many chances one team can get, but it turns out that was enough. Enough for a goal. And I also got a shout out to Blenders. The number of stops he had in the bubble there, just wasn't able to get it out, but he stopped, 3-4 in a row off his head with his hands. That was some great defense by Blenders, but ultimately Instinct does get that goal, but it's going to be Spaghetti back in possession here, trying to send it through, but into the hands of Connemara. Connemara going to send this one up to Ender. Ender has a lane. Ender takes a shot. Ender, off the ding. Wow. Out of character for Ender, but going to send this one out through the far side right too.
And I feel like what we saw within that last play there from Instinct, they had a lot of pressure on Spaghetti, and I feel like it's until you can make an effective play is when you're going to be able to resist these shots coming in, but that's going to be Spaghetti finding an instant reply there to Instinct, finding that inside shot, Oculus 2 points going to Spaghetti. And just briefly on what I was saying earlier, I feel like definitely making an effective clear to work for your team is going to stop these shots coming from Instinct, or else you're just going to keep getting overwhelmed by these shots on target, and eventually they're going to find 2 points sooner or later, and that's exactly what Instinct were able to do. And I feel like Spaghetti certainly going to be needing to look to make some plays work. Certainly going to be looking to make some plays work for them eventually. Otherwise, Instinct are just going to be able to keep finding these plays. Ender with the disc in the midsection now.
Ender going to send that one back to Kavichi on the back line. Kavichi under pressure by Meatballer. We're going to send that one up. If they keep moving forward, Meatballer might just get stuck in the back there. As this one, Connemara trying to handle that, but can't. So Al looking to pick it up on the far side does, and just whips it out towards mid. Meatballer picking it up. Meatballer looking for a wall shot, but that one's going to bounce off the pack and go to the near side wall, where it's going to be picked up there by Oculus. Taking the shot, and as Kavichi gets back, he gets a grab, but can't stop his momentum, and he puts it in for the self goal. And that's going to be Spaghetti now back up by 4, 8-4.
Yeah, Kavichi unfortunately wasn't able to find that slap right in the end there. And with 1 minute 40 left on the clock, Instinct certainly going to be looking for a response here. Otherwise, Spaghetti might be finding this game. A 3-pointer is all that matters right now. I feel like with 1 minute 30 left on the clock, and then certainly minusing all the waiting time in between these shots, that's going to be Connemara certainly looking for this response here. A nice setup there to Spank. Spank unable to find it immediately, and that might just result in Spaghetti finding the slap. And indeed they do, but that's going to be Enzo finding the disc in the end. Looking for a play here on the floor. Pass there, but it's going to get intercepted there yet again by Spaghetti, but that's going to be Spank finding the steal regardless, and a nice pass there inside the bubble. Didn't quite find it, and that's going to be Blenders finding it in the end, and bit of a joke strat here, and he's going to find the clear through to the left, and barely missed the possession of Instinct, and it's going to result in a regrab, and possibly a seal of the final round. Spaghetti with a 6-point lead and 50 seconds left. It's all too close there for Instinct.
I think we're only going to have, looks like 36 seconds. I do believe that does make us out of that mathematical time. Well, you know what? Not technically. I mean, if they can score a 3 in 8 seconds and then another one in like 7 seconds, they might be able to do it. So we'll see. They only have a few seconds here to do it. Kavichi moving through. Going to carry this one. 30 seconds, 29. Going to send this one across, and I do believe we are now definitely out of that mathematical time. Ender looking for that 3. But Meatball are going to get the grab, send that one out. 20 seconds to go here. And yes, round 3 will go in the hands of Spaghetti. Spaghetti will get the victory here as this one gets cleared in. They are going to get down there first, but not on it. Meatballer with a nice little stun there. Going to walk this one in. 8 seconds to go here as Meatballer looking for one more goal here to cap it off. It's going to be out. Oh, excuse me, Blenders. Blenders sending it back to Meatballer. Meatballer taking the shot. It's going to ding, and that'll end round 3. Spaghetti's going to take it 10-4.
And I mentioned it once, I will mention it again. Great plays coming across the board from both teams here. And I feel like Instinct certainly do have something to be proud of after the end of this game. But Spaghetti were able to win in the end, and they certainly played well as well, Spaghetti. And might take a look at the stats quite soon here. We're going to be looking at Blenders with 2 points, 2 assists, 4 saves, 1 steal, and 36 points. And as you said earlier, Blenders certainly did well in the goals there. Meatballers, 8 points, 4 saves as well, 27 stuns. Oculus Adolf with 4 points, 2 assists, 1 save, 1 steal, and 49 stuns. Owl with 9 points, 5 assists, 2 saves, 1 steal, and 17 stuns. And Llama Cat with 4 points, 4 points and 1 stun. And then,
all right, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was just gonna say, and hand it over to you for the Instinct stats here.
Well, Instinct, yeah, you got your game high points. In fact, there to Ender with 11, also picking up 2 assists. And then 4 points there to Connemara, Chaos, 2 points apiece to Kavichi, Spank, and Cruising. Everybody picking up 2 saves, everyone except for Ender. And yeah, a bunch of steals go across and stuns as well. And then we have another one to get to rather quickly. We're going to be moving on to Space Force versus There Is No Team. And we're just going to go to a quick intermission, make a few changes. We will be right back, so stay tuned. And thank you for watching Instinct versus Spaghetti. And welcome back. I told you it would not be long. And we have our penultimate matchup here for this venue's broadcast. This is going to be There Is No Team versus Space Force. And a matchup between two diamond level teams, two teams that have been around for a while, been together for a while, several months since preseason, I do believe. If not preseason, the very start of season 1. And a lot of pro players here, guys who've been around for a long time. But before we get to that, I am Monsieur Dimwee back again here with so much subtlety, and of course Pam Wow by my side. And Pam Wow, man, how you feeling? How you feeling about this one?
Listen, if it's anything like the previous 2 games that I've just witnessed today, I am extremely pumped and excited to cast over this, especially with the plays that we've seen across the board. And Space Force and There Is No Team, 2 teams that I'm very familiar with. And it'll be great to see this game and the results of it, especially.
So teams have been informed that they are good to start when ready. Sorry about the pause. And yeah, you're gonna have Space Force on the left there in orange, with Mooney Y, Ender's Lot, the Fable of level 51, Pyro Polar Bear, and Anime for Life, who's also rocking the number 51, maybe in solidarity with his buddy there, Ender's Lot. Although Ender's Lot is the only level 51. I don't care what you've heard. There is only one level 51, and it is Ender's Lot.
Ender's Lot.
And then over there on the right is there's a team, Guygasm, Latos, Rad, Nathan P, and White Dragon. Actually, 2 developers of the game playing in this one here as we get started here for round 1.
And very excited to head into this first round here. Both teams going into their tunnels now, and it'll be interesting to see who can find the first disc here with the opening joust of this first round. And let's just see exactly that. Trying to stall time here while the time clicks down. And here comes the launch coming from both teams here. That's going to be There Is No Time finding the slap on the disc just before Space Force, and they're going to be able to look for a position here of play, but it's going to be Space Force in the end, not finding it in the end. It's going to be Guy finding the disc and looking for a play inside the bubble. That's going to be Space Force finding the defense in the end and looking for a clear.
Handled by Rad, Nathan P, sending this one back into Guygasm. Guygasm under assault there by Anime. He's going to send that one across, but a good read there by Anders Lott, who's going to turn this one around, send it through that. Well, actually, to the teammate there, Mooney Y. But stolen by Guygasm, taking a shot at the empty goal, and he's going to hit it. 19 meters out, good for the 3. That's our first goal of round 1, 33 seconds in, putting There's their team up.
And I feel like a familiar theme that I'm getting throughout these games that I'm seeing today. I feel like utilizing your clears is just so extremely important for your game, and it's just everything in general. When you're going to go for a clear, if you're not going to be utilizing it for your team advantage, might as well not clear it at all, because a pass will do just fine as long as you're maintaining possession. There, like in this situation that we just saw then, There Is No Team is going to be able to lock down those unfortunate plays coming from Space Force and just find those clears just in dead air and just finding those responsive plays. And that's going to be Space Force looking for a response themselves here in the bubble, but it's going to be Guygasm in the end finding the disc and looking for a clear through the right tunnel to his teammate.
Now the chain trying to track that one down, but overshoots it, so it's going to be in the hands of Mooney Y. So back in the hands of Space Force here. Mooney sending this one in, was looking for Ender's Law, out of reach, and now it's going to be Guygasm picking it up here for the Arizona team, sending this one back towards that far side too, out of reach of the chain together, trying to track it down. Latos gets there, Latos bringing it in, taking the shot, he's going to hit it for the 2, and that's going to put the Arizona team up by 5 here, 2 minutes in.
There Is No Team certainly utilizing their chain advantage that they have over Space Force, and I feel like Space Force certainly need to be aware of just regrabbing in order to get back to the defensive side, because these open goals certainly aren't going to stop unless they do change something here. And There Is No Team are going to keep utilizing that advantage until there is someone in the goals, and that's going to be Pyro Polar Bear in the end with the disc in the left tunnel setting up to the right, but that's going to be Guygasm finding the disc, but it's going to get stolen right off him from the regrabs coming in. Anime Life setting up off the shield, and that's going to be Pyro Polar Bear finding the inside shot, 2 points, and certainly making a name for themselves. Opening up this round 2 to 5. There Is No Team, although a 3-point lead, Space Force certainly looking for an answer back here.
Yeah, Space Force finally getting on the board there, almost 2.5 minutes into round 1, still down by 3. There's a team going to take this joust advantage, handled there by White Dragon. So White Dragon moving in, gonna go for this pass through mid, takes the bounce, and gonna find the hands of Anime for Life. So turnover here, back in the hands of Space Force. Space Force sending this one in, gonna hit Ender's Lot. Ender's Lot taking the shot on the maybe unsuspecting goalie, but that one's gonna bounce off the rim and out. Anime for Life picking that one up, but it's gonna be Late Toast with the steal and sending this one cleared out back through mid, or at least 2 mids.
And a good clear there from Toast there, and he's going to possibly set it up for a play here. Guygasm with the disc now, taking his time throughout the whole way. The regrabs are coming. It's a 1v1 situation. Certainly quickly turned into a 1v3 situation as the pressure came in and the regrabs came in, and that's going to be leading to a Space Force potentially looking for a play here, but it's a 3-on-1 situation. He's able to find the slap back to his teammates in the end, and that's going to be Enderslot finding the clear through the left tunnel, a bit of an awkward bounce, and that's going to be There Is No Team finding the disc in the end, potentially looking for a play here. The goalie's going to leave his box there and look for the clear, and a great clear it is through the right tunnel.
Now this one down into the There Is No Team zone. But the good chain there, going to pick that one up. Guygasm sending this one up there to White Dragon. White Dragon looking to feed this one in to Latos. Latos ultimately not able to get there. And now a headbutt by that chain, maybe assuming incidental. And Pyro Polar Bear trying to pick it up. He's going to get stunned out. Guygasm going across there to Latos. Latos bring it in. And he's going to hit it for the 2. And that's going to give There Is No Team a 5-point lead once again, 4 minutes in.
A great shot there from Late Toast there, right at the bottom of the goals there. A goalie's worst fear, as some may say. It's like one of the most impossible angles to quickly use your reflex and grab in the last second. But regardless, they were able to find those points there, and widening the gap of the scores here, 7-2. There Is No Team certainly applying the pressure here within the first 5 minutes of this round here, and certainly not letting go of that pressure as they're looking to make another play here. It's going to be Enderslot finding the disc in the end, potentially looking for a clear there, but it's not going to work for him in the end. It's going to have a little of an awkward bounce there to Latos. Latos finding the pass to Guygasm. Guygasm getting stunned there. It's a bit of a cluster here in the early half of this round. A lot of back and forth action coming in here, but it's going to be White Dragon in the end finding the disc, potentially looking for a pass here to the right, but it's going to be intercepted there by Anime for Life. Anime for Life now looking for a play. Bit of a nice pass there to the left. Ender shot, passing it to the right. It's going to get intercepted there by Guygasm. A great play was in store for Space Force, but it was a nice intercept coming from There Is No Team, and they might look for a counter play here.
The Mooney Y going to get that one, fling it out into the hands of Guygasm. Guygasm going to send it into White Dragon. The Mooney Y with another good read there, going to send that one back out. Then back in the hands this time, Latos. Latos up to Nathan. Nathan going down to Guygasm. Guygasm taking the shot. That one's going to deflect wide, and then another shot there by Nathan. The Mooney Y going to shut that one down, send it back out towards mid, and Guygasm going to pick this one up, but under pressure, he's going to send that pass and bounce off the wall. Nathan ultimately picking that up, but he's going to get stunned out. Power Polar Bear with it. He's going to get this one cleared through mid, taking a bounce all the way to the near side wall. They have a chain down there. Anime for Life picking it up. He's walking it in, and he plants it for the 2, and that cuts that lead down to 3 there for the There Is No Team. 4 minutes and 20 to go.
And a bit of a rollback to those saves coming from Mooney Y. He had There Is No Team screaming Y as he found those saves on multiple shots and found those clears, and effectively led to the anti-back Space Force finding those 2 points. And with a 3-point gap now, 3-pointer is all it's going to take for Space Force to get themselves back into this first round here. And Guygasm with the disc here, a bit of a miss pass there and wasn't able to find it in the end, so that's going to be resulting in a bit of a one-on-one situation. But Mooney Y is going to find it in the end and go for a clear through the midsection, but the clear's not going to work for him, and White Dragon's going to be able to utilize that and look for a pass onto the left, but the pass is going to make it directly to his teammate, and that's going to be Space Force finding the clear yet again through the midsection.
So now loose there in the far side trap. A couple players trying to get there. Rad Nathan with a good boost from the teammate, going to clear this one in down the side, but the bounce puts it right there in the hands of Mooney Y. 3.5 minutes to go here in round 1. Mooney sending this one in deep. That one's going to bounce off the nest to the near side wall, bouncing down towards the floor, picked up there by White Dragon, but he gets immediately stunned out, where it'll be Anime for Life with it. But then Guygasm getting the steal there off that shot attempt, or maybe a passing attempt. But then Mooney Y on the back line just going to slap this one back in. A scrum for it there on the far side, gets slapped back in. Mooney Y going to pick this one up again. Looking to send it back, and does. Going to get all the way through. Going to go down near the goal. Not a good bounce, though. Going to roll around and into the hands of Nathan there. Actually, yeah, Nathan. And now sending it out for There's No Team, trying to get it cleared.
And a noticeable difference that I've just recognized now in comparison to the previous games that we've seen. I feel like all teams are moving as a unit with this disc here, and although some would say that it's disadvantageous because you can't make those long passes and you can't draw out players, they certainly are making small little passes within their group, and they're able to make plays such as we're seeing now. That's going to be Guygasm inside the shot. Great passes are coming across the board from There Is No Team, finding that inside shot. Guygasm And yeah, it's just plays like that, as we can see, small passes coming along. You're not sure where the disc is going to go as a goalkeeper because these passes are coming in at lightning speed, and they're certainly going to find those 2 points there, widening the gap yet again with a 5-point lead. There is no time, team. There is no time. There is no team, and there is no time over Space Force.
So Space Force, that's Mooney-Y with that one, sending this one in deep, going to bounce into the near side trap on the blue side. And picked up by Gagasm, trying to send it into the tube. Gets into the tube, but Anime for Life there to pick it up. Looking for that cross pass there to Ender's Lot, just out of reach. So both Pyro Polar Bear and Ender's Lot trying to track it down. Ender's Lot does get there, but he gets stunned out. Now goes down. Pyro Polar Bear taking the shot. That one's going to go high and wide. Now bounce to the near side wall, where it's going to bounce around into the hands there of Anime for Life. Anime going back to Ender's Lot. Ender's Lot taking the shot. That one's going to ding off the rim. And now back out towards mid, where Nathan P going to track this one down. Minute and a half to go. Sends this one in. Gets a single bounce there. That one's going to be wide, but a flat bounce there. But Anime for Life picking that one up. Going to send it out for a good dribble. Power Polar Bear tracking it down. Going to be Gagasm picking it up. Sending it back in off the barrier and now bouncing around a little bit as this one gets flung back towards mid.
Quite a few shots on target there from Space Force, and they did well to maintain that pressure, but it's going to be there is no team in the end finding the disc, and they've got a 3-stack here, but it's going to be a bit of an awkward bounce and potentially leading for Space Force finding disc in the end. Pyro Polar Bear finding that slab barely there and setting up for a potential play here. The regrabs are coming in from both teams. Here comes Ender Slot off the top, gets stunned out, isn't able to make an effective play there, and that's going to be there is no team moving as a unit, as we said earlier, and that's going to be Gygasm in the end finding a clear, bit of an awkward bounce there, and it's going to be Ender Slot in the end finding the disc. The clear didn't quite work for them. There is no team, and now Space Force looking for a play here, but Rad came right from behind him, and I feel like communication is key here because I didn't hear any comments there warning him about that play coming in, and regardless, that's going to be there is no time team looking for a back shot there inside. White Dragon is going to be able to quickly collect that inside to the goal and potentially seal off this first round here, 11-4.
Yeah, that is certainly the ice in that one, as we're going to come out with only 12 seconds left. A 7-point lead there to oh my goodness, to there is no team to Tint. And so we are going to count down to the end of this one, looking for that final score. This one's going to get sent to that air side tube. Ender's Lot picking that one up. He's going to get stunned out. Look for that final shot. Light Toast picking that one up. So we'll be 11-4 at the end of round one in favor of there is no team. And a solid victory, solid round victory to them thus far in that one. Very good. Both sides looking really good. But yeah, it was just, you saw the control from Space Force around the bubble in the zone. They just weren't able to capitalize on some of those opportunities. And there's a team was able to capitalize on a lot of their opportunities.
Yep, and I'm really liking this play style coming across the board here. Completely different to what we've been seeing within the previous two games. A lot of variety that I'm witnessing tonight. There is no team certainly doing well to maintain possession within their small cluster of players there, and their maneuverability and their ability to just maintain possession and find these passes around Space Force and eventually find these points, certainly proving to do well within the first round here. And Space Force certainly going to be looking for a reply back into this second round. But until then, we're going to be with a there is no team lead.
Yeah, and game high points going there to Gygasm with 5 so far, which is quite a few in this one. Late Toast with 4, White Dragon with 2. And yeah, now if you are enjoying, before we get back to round 2 here, if you are enjoying what you're watching, if you're watching this in venues, you can pull up the shop there while you're sitting in your seat. Pull up Echo VR, give it a download, see what all the fuss is about, and make the same discovery we all did on our first day in as we get started here for round 2.
Yep, and heading into this second round here, Space Force certainly going to be looking for a response here. They're going to be trying to grab the disc there, but it's going to be there is no team yet again, finding that slap right in the middle there, but it's going to result in Space Force finding that disc in the dead air there, and Mooney-Y looking for a play but didn't quite find it, and that's going to be there is no team looking for a response. It's going to be Late Toast on the floor, gets stunned out there, and they're going to find the clear through to the middle Space Force, but clear didn't quite work for them, and that's going to be there is no team, resulting in the response here. Potentially looking for a play, but a 1-on-2 situation. Find the slap back, but it gets stunned eventually, and that's going to be Space Force finding a clear through the left tunnel. Clears had a bit of an awkward bounce, did rebound back to him, but the stun came in from there is no team, and they're going to be looking for a play here. Here comes Rad from the bottom, inside shot, and definitely does find those 2 points to open up this second round, 2-0. There is no team over Space Force.
Yeah, 39 seconds in, there is no team going to take a lead again here in round 2. So almost, exactly 1 minute off the clock once we come out of the tubes here. Space Force going to have that joust advantage. And as we launch out here, Space Force coming out, going to be picked up there by Mooney-Y. Mooney Y moving slowly through, isn't challenged. He's just going to keep on walking, look for a pass option. I'm just going to send that one quickly over there to Pyro Polar Bear as he gets assaulted. Pyro down there to Ender's Lot under assault. Going to send this one over to Animate for Life, bringing it in, going off the backboard, but the ding. Sending it wide, but now Animate for Life touches it, gets stunned out. And a good steal there by Pyro, but he's going to get stunned out. And now off the backboard, and a good save there by Late Toast. And sent out of the bubble back towards mid.
There is no team doing well to keep it out, but the clear didn't quite work for them then. That's going to result in Mooney White looking for a play here. Passes it down to the bubble. He's going to intercept it up there by White Dragon, who finds the clear through to the midsection. And the regrabs are going to be coming in here. There is no team looking for a response. It's a 3-on-1 situation, and the regrabs aren't there yet from Space Force. They're going to be looking for a play quite immediately here before the pressure comes in. But that's going to be Pyro Polar Bear finding the save there. And a great save it is, because he's going to be able to allow his team to move in there and potentially look for a play here, 2-on-3 situation. They're all moving as groups. I love to see it. It's a lot of action coming in here, and the response coming here from Space Force looking for a potential play.
So now Guygasm picking this one up for There Is No Team. Picks up that loose disc. Going to send this one across there to Late Toast. Late Toast now going to move in on the far side, moving through that far side tube. Under pressure there by Pyro. Polar Bear sends that one good across there to White Dragon. White Dragon into Nathan. Nathan taking a shot, but Mooney wide with the read, but White Dragon picking it up. And he's going to send that one in 4-3 from 9 meters out on the goalie. What a shot there. 17 meters a second. That's what it says, but that's what it looked like, because that's going to be a 5-point team there. It's a 5-point lead to There's No Team.
Mooney White barely grabbed onto that at the very, he just barely missed that disc at the very end. And he did find that first earlier save there, and Mooney White certainly showing his goaling capabilities here, and he has done well throughout this game. But regardless, he's going to be Pyro Bear coming with the play there, but it's going to get intercepted there. And Rad Nathan with the disc now, looking for a pass there to the right. White Dragon coming in off the roof might be a potential play here, but the pass wasn't on point, and that's going to be Anime for Life finding the disc and a potential pass here through to the left tunnel. They're going to be looking for a regrab back to the defense here. The disc making its way inside the bubble of There Is No Team.
Well, that's Guygasm picking that one up in the There Is No Team bubble. Moving in on the near side wall here. Going to send it to the near side too. Nathan P. Going to send that one back across over Latos, but Enderslot picking it up, and then the hands of White Dragon. White Dragon going to send that one forward to flex off Pyro Polar Bear's head. Latos trying to get down there. Has a chain. Was coming in for him, but the goofy pull off by Pyro. Shot opportunity. Latos going to hit it for an 8-meter 2. Another one on the goalie there, and that's going to put There's No Team up by 7-0.
And despite the two-player pressure that Late Toast had on him, he was able to find that three-pointer as well as the goalie in goals. And that bottom shot, as we're going to keep seeing throughout this match, it's quite a devastating shot to have on keepers, especially just at pace, at speed like that. It's extremely hard to find reflexes and grab in the end. But it's anyway, regardless, Guygasm's going to find that disc and look for a play here, setting up to the right. White Dragon with the disc now. They've got two players, a nice pass there to the left, but Guygasm going to barely miss that. It's a bit of an awkward bounce, and that's going to be Space Force finding the disc in the end. Anime for Life looking for a play, passes it through to the mid. Bit of a bounce off the roof, didn't quite find his player in the end before he was stunned by There Is No Team. And There Is No Team, White Dragon finding the disc in the end, looking for a clear through to the left tunnel.
So this one bouncing to the far side there. Mooney White trying to track it down, does under assault by the one blue player. This one's going to bounce to the far side, or excuse me, to the near side now. Down to the floor, heading back towards the Space Force goal, where Anime for Life is going to pick it up on the floor there. Now he's going to clear this one out, but Nathan P is there to get the grab. Nathan now looking for an impasse just out of reach of Late Toast. Now bouncing right back out of the bubble, where it's going to be picked up by Pyro Polar Bear, although that fling kind of taking that bounce, but finds the hands of Anime for Life. He's going to get that one sent through mid. Now halfway through round 2, There's No Team currently up by 7-0, holding Space Force currently scoreless. And Guygasm there on the far side going to send this one through mid on a clear, but they're into the hands of Mooney Y.
Yep, Space Force definitely should be looking for a play here, just in order to get themselves potentially looking for a round 3 play. But if There Is No Team are able to maintain this lead that they have and these open goals that they're presented with, they are certainly going to find these rounds. White Dragon with their outside shot for 3 points. And I feel like the regrabs just went there. They went on time there for Space Force. Therefore, a lot of open shots coming in this game for There Is No Team, and they're just able to utilize them in the end. And we're going to be heading into this joust advantage yet again for Space Force, who's still scoreless and definitely looking for a play.
So now Space Force going to take this possession here, currently down by 10, over halfway through round 2. This one's going to get cleared all the way down, but they're in the hands of Guygasm. And another turnover there. He's going to send this one in, just bouncing off the ceiling, going to make its way to the floor there. White Dragon coming to contest. Mooney White going to send this one out. And on the bounce clear and out of reach of the defender, Enderslot picking it up, going to duck the defender, but Guygasm gets the grab. Guygasm sending that one into, Nathan. Nathan sending this one over to White Dragon. White Dragon gets stunned out, goes high, and then a slap pass there. Look for the player behind the goal. And White Dragon, another shot. That one's going to go wide. And I'll bounce out once again. And now a couple stuns going out. Enderslot picking it up. Enderslot looking to send this one in deep. Does he have the trajectory? Ooh, just off the barrier. And now into the hands of Enderslot, who's going to go for another shot there, but in the hands of White Dragon.
Great pressure coming in here from There Is No Team, and Space Force looking for a response there. Those two long shots nearly found their way in, but the barrier did hold it off, unfortunately, and that's going to be Money Y in the end. Mooney Y, Mooney Y looking for a play here. Did go for a pass, and it's going to be Anime for Life looking for a shot. It's going to ding right off the post there. A lot of close shots coming here from Space Force, looking for a response. They're desperate for anything that they can find here with 3 minutes left on the clock and a 10-point lead coming with There Is No Team. They're certainly looking for a play here, but There Is No Team utilizing this open goal yet again after again. White Dragon going to be taking advantage of this open goal. 2 points going in There Is No Team, and these points are just going to keep stacking up until these stacks are going to come back from Space Force into the goal.
All right, so that's it's now a 12-point lead there to There's No Team. Just over 2.5 minutes to go here in round 2. There's No Team did take round 1. So if they take this round, this will be game over. They will take the series 2-0. Now Pyro Polar Bear going to send that one up back to Mooney Y. Mooney Y sending that one into Enderslot, but Guygasm picks it up, and then Pyro Polar Bear picks up Guygasm's clear. And now this one into the There's No Team bubble. Still lose. Pyro Polar Bear trying to track it down, currently uncontested, gets it, walking into the bubble, look for a passer. Ooh, just out of reach of the teammate. And now it's going to actually find the hands of Guygasm. They're turning it around here for There's No Team with just over 2 minutes to go here in round 2.
And a lot of brawling coming in the midsection here. That long target, that long shot nearly made it there, dinging right off the right side of that post there, unfortunately. But Space Force looking for a response here with 2 minutes left on the clock. They're certainly looking for a play here, but it's going to be White Dragon in the end in the midsection, looking for a pass up to the roof. It's going to be Late Toast. Late Toast, a pass back there. Didn't quite find it. There's a bit of a fumble for the disc here, but it's going to be Rad Nathan in the end. Rad Nathan in the end, looking for a pass here to the left. On the left, it's Guygasm. Guygasm to the right. A bit of an off pass there, so there's going to be a bit of another fumble for the disc here, and they've got a pressure of Space Force looking on him, but they're going to stun him out. And Nathan, yet again, from the outside, might look for a pass inside the bubble, and Late Toast collects that disc and puts it right in the goals there. 14-0 lead here. There Is No Team over Space Force, and it's looking quite one-sided in this second round.
Yeah, that one may have just been the ISIS. It's now a minimum of 5 goals Space Force would need, and they would all have to be threes to come back here in round 2 with only a minute 15 to go. I do believe we are out of that mathematical time. So There's No Team will take round 2 here as Mooney Y going to send this one in, going to take a bounce there, and find the hands of Lato, sending it right back out. Minute 5 to go here in round 2. Chasing it down, Right Dragon picking it up, going for that long shot. It's going to hit the barrier. And now back in the hands of Space Force here. Anime for Life going to send it through mid. 55 seconds to go here. Going to be picked up by Guygasm, turning it around under assault there by Pyro Polar Bear. 50 seconds left. Guygasm going to send this one in. Down into the bubble. Mooney Y trying to track it down. Can't get there. Into the hands of Late Toast, bringing it in. Ooh, just wide.
Yep, a lot of although There Is No Team are ahead like by such a great amount of points, there's so much back and forth action that it's hard to tell. Like if you remove the points right now, we just saw 0-0, you'd be easy to assume that these teams are actually level, because despite this open goal that we're constantly seeing throughout this game, I feel like that's the only deterrent that we're seeing. The regrabs just aren't coming in from Space Force. Both teams certainly showing a great amount of credibility within these 2 rounds, but it's unfortunate it's going to be There Is No Team taking this game away from Space Force in the end. With 10 seconds left, they might look for a final play here. Pyro Polar Bear looking for a shot. It's going to barely miss there to the left, and it's going to be a bit of a rebound action going there, but it's going to be There Is No Team finding the clear in the end and sealing off this second round, sealing off the game, and sealing off their win against Space Force. There Is No Team.
So yeah, solid victory there too. There Is No Team. Oh my goodness, I keep tripping up on that. Yeah, it's just a 14-0 in that second round after an 11-4 victory there in round 1. You've got game high points there to White Dragon with 10, followed up by Late Toast with 8, Guygasm with 5, Rad Nathan P with 2, and a bunch of saves go around on both sides. Lots of saves, in fact. But well played there by both teams. But yeah, we have one more to get to here. We're going to move to it rather quickly after a very short intermission. That was Space Force versus their team, and we are going to be going now to Toxin versus Meta in our ultimate matchup of the evening. So stay tuned for that. We will be right back, and you will be joined instead by the return of Sputnik and Swift. So stay tuned, and we will be back in just a moment.
Hello and welcome back to this final matchup of the day on our Oculus Venues event. I'm Sputnik Cobra and I'm joined once again by Swift, my co-caster. How are you doing, Swift?
I'm doing pretty good, and I'm pretty excited for this this matchup. After those two pretty good matchups as well, and of course the one at the very start between Omega and Gravity as well. So very pleased to be able to carry this on in the last Venues event.
Absolutely, and I'm excited to see how Toxin does against Meta. Very strong teams, rising teams, new to the league, but not slouches. They're extremely strong players, and I'm always excited to see how they play.
Yeah, and I mean, kind of a semi-new encounter for me. I've casted a few of Toxin's matches before, but never met her, and I mean, it's going to be interesting to see Toxin and Meta actually as well, being two of the newer what we kind of class as rookie teams, so players that teams that haven't had kind of one or more veteran players, and I mean, they're definitely up there in the rookie teams. They're getting really close to those veteran teams now.
And with every game, they get better and better. So by season 3, they're going to be challenging everyone. It used to be a clear divide between the platforms, but now it doesn't exist as much. And as we approach the end of this season and the postseason, it's going to be really exciting to see how they all perform.
Yeah, I mean, certainly it's amazing to see all of these players grow so quick, and I mean, there's so many resources out there right now, and I mean, just to kind of build off of earlier what Dimo was talking about and what I was talking about earlier. If you want to download the game right now on Oculus Quest, then you definitely can, and there's plenty of resources out there to teach how to play at a competitive level. Plenty of videos from the likes of Mike the Third, Venom. I know he's got a lot of tutorials. There's plenty of people, plenty of things I'm missing, but I I mean, if you just look it up, you'll see just reams and reams and reams of content. Palador has also made a few tutorials in his time as well, so.
A lot of content creators, and everybody brings something to the table, shaping the community, shaping the playing experience. And with that being said, the neutral joust is about to begin.
Yeah, and I mean, no real expectations for this joust. Going to be Toxin taking it first. Going to get this pass off to Echo Cameron here. And nice passing formation up already into the offense and into the bubble. And Knight going to just receive that pass. No nonsense. Attacking there. And going to put that straight in for the 2.
Very quick rollout, triangular passing, setting up around that bubble. Able to make that approach as Knight with the assist by Titan and get those 2 at 5 meters.
Yeah, and just great play and very well organized by Toxin. And let's see if Meta can respond here. This quick pass coming out to the Sinning Robot. Now, Rage gonna look at a pass, although a little bit miscommunicated here. Gonna just fall out of the hands there of his teammate. And now the stack's coming back. Meta have one ready in the defense, although overshooting the disc actually could be a little bit costly here. Although the stack breaking up a little bit for Toxin. So Stuns trying to buy Toxin a little bit of time and actually will force that turnover here. And Toxin going to end up with the disc once again. And now looking for that pass to Titan to get it progress further into this bubble. And now he's going to get this crossed back over to Knight. And just going to look for this 1-2 passing sequence. But the stun there putting lots of pressure onto Toxin. And now the stack coming through. Meta trying to force it through there. But some nice stuns coming over. But Rage going to try and take that 3-point shot. No, it's going to ding away.
And not on target, maybe raging just a little bit, but able to pick it up as the boss plays. They're going to reset it, but missing the reset and looking to recover it at the back line, still chasing it, but getting his hands on it is the Sinning Robot, so they will maintain possession, sending it to the wall. Rage again with it, taking his time, going to opt to send it back for the reset, and they're going to get their offense set up as they approach this bubble, the bubble defense ready and waiting, not biting, not trying to get pulled out of position. So they're just going to take their time.
Yeah, I mean, there's no real reason to rush here. They've still got plenty of time. Even though they're behind, they're still only behind 2 points, although they're slapped away very quickly by Toxin here. That stack being broken up, but they're still first to the disc, looking at an open net. But it's a tough angle on the 3, not quite getting it through. And now Reese pieces, gonna slap that one away. And Light has come, getting that received. And Knight trying to get that pass on through, but some nice interceptions here from Meta. Now cleared away. They're trying to get this clear and boost. Very old strategy, but definitely still holds up to this day.
Absolutely tried and true, and you still see it every day, every game. Well, every other game. Not all teams still use that strategy, but with that slap out of the bubble, will be picked up by Rage. They're going to reset it to Reese. And Reese, not under pressure just yet, gonna feed it back to Rage. Rage has an attempt, and it's good at 4 meters. So now it's a tie game, 6 minutes, 50 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, great shot placement by Rage there, making it very, very difficult. After that pass coming in from Reese there. So just 4 meters out, and now tying it up now 2-2.
So Joust advantage now to Toxin. Toxin 2 QB, Titan to QB. Sending it to the side at Pac-Man. Light has come looking for that next pass, getting it to Echo Cameron. And they're going to play this strong passing in their back court, try and pull that defense out of position, get them to bite. But with that missed pass along ceiling, looking to retrieve it is Echo Cameron, but getting stunned out, but coming through is Knight. Knight himself getting stunned out. It will go to the goalie, and Reese can't find that clear. Will bounce towards ceiling, be picked up by Toxin again, but another stun will force a possession loss. Picked up at the floor by Echo Cameron. Echo is going to back it out a little bit, get that pass to Titan. Titan not going to get that give and go, slightly ahead of its target, but 2 players at ceiling will get it. And under pressure, sending it back to ceiling, able to pick it up as Titan, and then that's passing to the bubble and off the backboard. It's good at 4 meters.
Very nice passing play there from Toxin, really showcasing that team chemistry that they have, that they've developed. I mean, 2 quick passes there, and then the backboard shot as well, really throwing off the goalie in between passes and also getting the backboard. So very well played by Toxin, although not ahead by much. And Meta here just trying to respond yet again with this double stack on this tunnel. Get two very, very quick passes through. Rage now with the disc. Looking at a 1-on-2, but no, the stack coming back here for Toxin. And Meta gonna take the disc again, the sitting robot just waiting for these stuns to roll out, waiting for an open pass or an open shot, but tries to get that one through for the two, not quite gonna find the goal. Lighters come gonna recollect here for Toxin.
Toxin with possession, holding this 2-point lead, getting these backcourt passes. Two players from Meta in the backcourt. They need to get their stacks together. They need to get back on defense, but with a missed pass, they're able to recover and get it through to Light. Toxin still has possession, looking to retrieve it off the wall, maybe mispredicting that pass, and we'll lose possession. Now it's up to Meta to get it out of their backcourt.
Yeah, now cleared away here by Meta, and the stack so quick from Toxin here. Three players getting back in the defense immediately, and Echo Cameron going to receive the disc now. Pressured by the Meta defense, but doesn't seem to be too pressured by that, and going to make those passes either way. That clear though, not quite going to make it all the way through, but they do manage to recollect at the back line here, trying to find that open pass. Does so to Knight, and now trying to get this pass through before the stacks come back, and a quick shot behind the back not working out for Titan. Trying to catch the goalie off, but just a little bit too risky. Titan trying to find that anchor shot, but it's just not there, and now going to be cleared away by Meta as they try and get this all the way through the tunnel. Not quite going to find it, but they will find that interception, and now clearing it all the way through finally is going to be Meta.
But Meta has to get down court, but quick to get down court is Toxin. Toxin retrieving it at the bubble. Knight going for that clear. It's not going to be on target. Bounce around the rim of the tube, but able to slap it through is a member of Toxin. And at the back line, coming out of the bubble and under pressure, but able to get that clear through. Excuse me, the pass. And a long shot attempt coming through, but not on target. It's going to bounce into the hands of Toxin, but Toxin will lose it under that pressure. And Light has come is looking for a clear at mid.
Yeah, now coming through that kind of bounce shot there, not working out, but oh, that one not working out either. The steal coming through, but Knight managing to intercept that a little bit. The back pass coming through. It's a simming robot, but a great interception there by Toxin to deny that 2-pointer. Now another clear and boost coming through from Toxin. They will find the disc first, likely, although undershooting it a little bit there, going to be Echo Cameron, but able to find that pass quickly to Titan. Titan's going to sling that one in, and that shot couldn't really have been better. Great anchor shot there from the backboard, making it really difficult for a goalie.
Able to get that pass off the shield that covers the launching tubes, getting into his hands, taking the anchor shot behind goal on the goalie. So now they have a 4-point lead, 2 minutes 30 seconds on the clock. Joust advantage to Meta. Reese to QB, but throwing the interception at mid. They can't afford that right now. They need to put points on the board. They need to tie this up. So with this advantage coming back is Rage, stopping that opportunity, trying to find that pass at mid, but quick to recover is Toxin, and able to get that pass up to Titan, and Titan going forward to Nest. They have another attempt, but the save by Reese will deny that, and that's what they needed right now. They need to follow up this clear. They need to get down court and put points on the board.
Yeah, this shot not quite working out, but they do have some pressure here to put on. Rage trying to do just that, and does force that interception off the clear, but not able to find the disc this time. Just passing Lighters come though, and that actually might cost them. Just trying to put it straight through 3 defenders, almost does it, but just finds the post there. The sitting robot trying to find this quick pass now to the boss players, and I mean, they do not have much time left. They need a minimum of 2 goals here, and I mean, 2 goals, they could take the lead here, but I mean, I don't think we'll be seeing any 3s anytime soon. The goalkeeping is pretty good from both teams, as we just saw, but Rage just trying to find a 2 here, backing it out to Reese, but just missing here. The Lighters come, just going to find the tunnel there with that clear, and great clear. Going to waste so much time here, and very precious time for Meta in this first round.
So with a minute on the clock, roughly a minute, sending it to mid. Meta needs to put points on the board. Sitting robot will send the interception to Light as come, and Toxin has another chance to keep this lead, but they will try and go for an anchor clear. Following up is another bad clear, so still in their back court. Meta will get the slap forward towards the bubble, but there's no player there to get it for Meta, but there to get it at the ceiling and get stunned out. Another player will come through, and the boss plays will find it into the goal at 2 meters. So now a 2-point game.
Yeah, Toxin best friends with the Sky part there and just bouncing it off the sky tunnel a little bit too many times, and it is going to be pretty costly. Now, can Meta put a goal in 20 seconds? It's I mean, seems unlikely with the pace of this game so far, but they could definitely step it up. They need to form some stacks here. They need to put plenty of pressure on, and that is going to be a costly mistake, and another one slapped out. So this could be a final shot, but no, still going to be in possession of Toxin. They're going to take this first round by 2 points.
Meta opting only to send one stack instead of a double stack. They needed to maintain the pressure. They needed to Hail Mary, get everybody down court, put as much pressure as they could. But with the first stack flying past the QB of Toxin, that was it. That was their chance, and they missed it. And they didn't follow up with enough pressure to force a turnover. It just unfortunately, they couldn't do it in the first round, and the first round will go to Toxin.
Yeah, and I mean, they kept fumbling the disc in that second to last play there, right before they scored the goal, and before the missed clears came through from Toxin. Meta had a lot of opportunities to score, but they kept missing the back passes, and every time that they miss it, even if they got possession back, they lost about 30 seconds each time. But just having to recollect the disc and then get the strikers back in their positions after trying to block that defense. So, I mean, it's really missed opportunities from Meta in that round, and maybe they can capitalize on them in this second round coming soon. But yeah, they're certainly getting those opportunities, and I'd really like to see them do a little bit more with them.
And great defensive stops by Meta. Reese Pieces with 3 saves already on the board, and on Toxin you've got 2 saves tonight and 2 saves to Light has come. So great defensive work. But Meta has to change it up on offense and not fumble the disc as much, and they'll have a chance in the second round.
Yeah, now taken by Toxin once again. The stack coming through is going to be found here by Knight, who's going to try and get this pass quickly over to Echo Cameron, finds it, and the cross pass coming in, and the dunk going through from Titan. Great first play by Toxin, and that's 2 rounds in a row. They've had a very calm and collected kind of rollout on the initial joust, which is very difficult to kind of do because both the teams shoot straight at the disc. It's hard to get positioned, especially if you don't know if you're going to have the advantage or not. And actually, this interception is going to win them some. This 3-point shot not quite coming through. Oh no, Knight as well was ready to back up that shot, but may have thought that it was in. So bit of miscommunication here from Toxin. That's going to cost them a couple of points there. But Light has come trying to get these back. The cross pass coming in quickly, but finding the post. Light has come not able to get a shot off in time, and the clear coming through from Meta.
And Meta needs to get it out of their backcourt. It's still there. Boss Plays will follow it up with that clear through lower mid, but at the back line is Knight to shut down that opportunity. Now it's up to Toxin to get it down court, and they have this very controlled passing in their backcourt. They get set up. They give themselves enough time to get forward and to get set up. Really great stuff from Toxin. Toxin continues to maintain a possession advantage, but losing it at the 2, maybe a little bit of overconfidence. The Boss Plays will come away with it. Excuse me for that one. But so much intensity from these teams, and coming through with the shot, but the stopped opportunity from Titan. Titan won't get the clear all the way out of the backcourt, but following it up, getting the stun will be a stack from Toxin, and Toxin is not able to get it completely out. Rage through to Nest, and this attempt will be good from the Boss Plays.
And now equalizing yet again is going to be Meta, taking it in from 2 meters out off that pass from Rage. Great plays from the Boss Plays, and he certainly does with that one going straight in. And yeah, a couple of misplays there by Toxin, fumbling the disc a little bit. And Meta able to take advantage of it. Now Toxin trying to play the slow game, trying to take control of the game's pace. Although this didn't really work out last time, they did get it stolen from them, and it seems like that might just happen again. The Boss Plays taking this, and kind of the same thing that happened just last on the last play. That's a great back pass and passing it back forward. Rage trying to get this through, and he will find the 2-pointer. So Toxin fumbling it 2 plays in a row there. And that's going to cost them 4 points now, and it's going to be Meta back in the lead.
And the goalie with both hands outstretched, both arms outstretched, trying to get that save almost there, just a few inches away. So Zhao's advantage, the Toxin. TQB will be tight and holding from Nest, not under pressure just yet. Meta's defense is getting set up, trying to anticipate these passes, but their stack is at a position they need to recover, get on defense. A pass to tube will be off target from Toxin, but able to recover in the tube will be Knight. But getting stunned out, this is another turnover, and the long shot attempt coming through, and it's on target. The boss plays, making the plays at 35 meters, way outside the bubble. That is a 5-point lead to Meta.
Yeah, and I mean 5 meters off, being straight from the half court. Although of course a goal coming a little bit out, so give or take. But yeah, a great half-court shot there. And I mean, really taking advantage here. Toxin, they're trying to play the slow game, and it's just not working against Meta. Meta are getting set up, they're pressuring, they're forcing these passes that they have covered already, and it's really working out there. And Toxin are kind of just being, don't know what word I'm looking for, but they're just constantly forcing the same play over and over again. They're being stubborn. Trying to keep it through, and that's a great interception. The goalie was stunned, so that's very clutch coming in from the defensive Meta. And now the clear through. The stack's coming, but a nice block by Knight, fending off 3 of the players from Meta. And not sure for how long here. This pass to Titan just missing, and gonna overshoot on the disc there. So now gonna bounce back to the Lighters Come. Now Knight trying to find this pass, does find it on the shield, going under it, but another steal. The boss plays, taking it for Meta. Just the defense, unstoppable right now.
But able to recover it is Toxin. Meta's defense really coming through, shutting down these opportunities. Looking like Toxin's a little bit off balance, feeling the pressure now. So with that clear, looking to recover it at the ceiling will be Meta, but Toxin swarming it and able to get the block and the stun. Getting it forward to Bowtie. Rage now with possession, with time to breathe. Holding at Pebble. Trying to juke that defender, but throwing the interception. Maybe wasting that valuable time, but Toxin's not able to find the clear.
Now coming through, going to be Lighters Come, but getting it stolen again. Rage, and finding the 3. And he is going to put it in. 29 meters out. Now 10-2. Meta really running away with it now. 2 consecutive 3-pointers. And almost from half court again on that shot just after that steal. Great play from Meta once again.
Back-to-back long shots from Meta. They're starting to feel that momentum. They're starting to gain traction against Toxin. Toxin rolling out, Titan with possession, trying something new, trying to predict what this defense is doing, and the defense trying to adjust accordingly. The pass will go through mid, and almost able to get the interception. Will be a member of Meta. Toxin now rolling out towards that bubble. They have the momentum, missing that pass and getting that bounce, but the stun will come through and shut down that opportunity.
Yeah, and now the stack coming through, broken up, but it's still floating through pretty quick there. The boss plays, taking the disc, but going to be stolen away, and naturally manages to intercept once again. So wasting a little bit of time, and Knight fumbling the disc. Oh no, Rage gonna take it in, but great save, but a great steal from Rage, single-handedly putting that one in. Just great plays from Rage, pretty much single-handedly putting that one in for the 2.
Meta really committing on offense, getting the snags back, stopping these saves, putting these layups in, and they're doing it with ease. Now with a 10-point lead. This is a different round from the first one by a huge margin. So Toxin losing possession on that rollout. Meta now with it. Rage looking for another opportunity, going for the shot, but Titan stopping it. Maybe ill-advised. Titan had all the time in the world to predict that shot trajectory, and it'll make the save.
Yeah, and I mean, it just seems like Meta, they're trying to just maybe even go for a mercy at this point. They're going for these shots, and I mean, to be honest, there's almost 3 minutes still remaining, around 2.5 actually. So I mean, it's definitely still possible for Toxin to come back here if they make some quick goals. They definitely shouldn't be playing around too much with those 3-point shots, and definitely should still be wary of them. Although those threes can really catch the goalie off guard occasionally if you don't take them very often. That being said, Toxin with a great passing play, and I mean, this is what I mean up front. If they manage to build some momentum here, they might be able to bring this back.
and they need to maintain that momentum. With an 8-point deficit, it's going to be hard to do. 2 minutes on the clock, Joust advantage to Meta. Meta looking to extend this lead and carry this momentum into the most likely third round, getting that quick pass, but an interception. Echo Cameron now going for that shot, and it's going to be off target. That's what they needed. They needed a 3 minute and 40 seconds. Time is running out for them to close the gap.
Yeah, and Toxin trying to find a 3 really needed that. The cross pass also not coming through, but Titan might be able to take this one back. I mean, if I was Toxin right now, I'd be going for a stun on the goalie, but that's a great passing play nevertheless. But they really do need 3-pointers at this point in order to come back in this game. And I mean, all it takes is 2 goals, and as long as they're 3s, I mean they placed them very well, then I mean it really could go to OT in this round if they put enough pressure on. Now trying to find an interception, but that Clay going all the way through and missing the hands of Titan now, so putting plenty of pressure on. Now again it's going to be Meta, another intercept, and now the pass behind the board, but going to be Titan with a great save, and now we're going to clear this one away. And now Cameron trying to put it through further, really trying to get that clear and boost. They need these 3 points right now, or they're just going to lose this round straight up. There's 30 seconds on the clock. Knight here looking for that pass behind the backboard, but they're going to seal their own fate if they put this one in. They won't even get the 2. It's going to be the boss plays there with that save, and now going for the pass, putting it into the goal. But in doing that, really kind of sealing it in this round for themselves. They really needed a couple of 3-pointers, and maybe didn't communicate that.
I don't think they felt like they had a chance of coming back and maybe taking the win in this round, but they wanted to put points on the board. So as these last few seconds run out, we will be going to a 3rd round.
Yeah, and I mean, I just really do think that there was an opportunity for Toxin to come back there. They had a roll of interceptions. All they needed to do was get a quick stun on the goalie, which I mean they really haven't used too much this game. I don't think that Meta would be expecting it too much, and even so, it's still pretty difficult to stop when your entire defense kind of isn't revolving around the other team stunning your goalie out. It's very difficult to kind of work with that, especially towards the end of the game with all that pressure. So all Toxin had to do there was kind of be a little bit more calm, collected, and play kind of strategically, and they could have hit a couple of nice shots there to win that round out. But that being said, very well played by Meta, especially in the first half of that round, just exploding with 3-pointers and getting some really nice defensive plays there.
Absolutely, and this 3rd round is really a good finish to this whole event this Sunday, this Super Sunday of matches. Toxin and Meta really duking it out today, and just really exciting matches.
Yeah, and I mean, hopefully, Meta is able to keep this momentum rolling into round 3, and maybe able to take this round in a reverse sweep as Toxin maybe trying to fight this back.
So with the neutral Joust countdown about to end, these teams coming out of the gates, quick rollouts from both teams, but getting it decisively is Toxin. Toxin now getting forward into that bubble, looking for these pass opportunities, going to the side tonight, looking to get these points on the board and start with some initial momentum. Not under pressure just yet with the stop, but not able to get it out would be the goalie of Meta, and Light has coming through with that 2-meter shot.
And Toxin may have been listening to me there. I mean, getting that stun on the goalie and then taking it back through, and really utilizing those. So very well played by Toxin, and they just have this very calm, collected Joust. And this is because I mean, Meta, they're kind of predicting a headbutt Joust from the other team. So what they do is they kind of they get that defense lined up. The boss plays though is just going to take that one in for the 2. A missed grab from Toxin there, really costing them.
You talk about calm and collected, and that looked very collected. Boss plays, getting possession and just putting it in at 2 meters. So now it's a tie game, a minute off the clock.
Yeah, I mean, certainly, I think there's been a little bit of VOD review, or certainly looking at especially in the first round, how the teams are playing, because I mean, Meta, they've been kind of just keeping it on the initial joust. They've not really been pushing the disc. They just set up in defense and try and get ready to roll an interception. But Toxin kind of take all that time, and that's a brilliant shot from Knight, putting it right in the top of the goal. Almost impossible to save. Brilliant job on the offense there.
Top pocket shots look so nice. Goalie can't get a hand on it, so that's points to Toxin. Toxin really changing it up from that second round, looking to maintain this momentum, looking to take this series. Joust advantage now to Meta. Meta rolling out, not able to get that pass through to Tube, but looking to recover it at the back line through two players. But getting it as the boss plays, and not able to get the shot through. Echo Cameron will shut down that angle.
Trying to find that shot behind the back. Very difficult shot to hit, but I mean, when you hit it, it's very difficult for the goalie to save, and that being a great interception will win this possession back. Once again, Rage passing it through to the boss, and he will put it in for another 2-pointer. Going to be Meta once again tying it up.
The boss making all the plays in the second and third round, really shining today. So with a tie score of 4-4, 7 minutes, 20 seconds on the clock, this looks like anyone's series. Joust advantage to Toxin, rolling out his Titan. Again with this slower rollout in their backcourt, focusing on passing, focusing on predicting that forward positioning from Meta, getting that defense out of position and getting these pass opportunities. But the interception from the boss plays, going for that shot off the wall. It's going to bounce towards the bubble and almost in, taking that bounce off the ring of the backboard. And now Toxin to recover it and looking to get down court. Maybe a missed opportunity from Meta, another missed opportunity from Toxin, back-to-back, bubble to bubble.
Yeah, and I mean, you can really see, especially with these clears. Oh, but the boss plays again, finding a stun, but not quite finding the shot. The boss really putting in a lot of offensive work here, even just by himself here, just putting so much pressure on the goalkeeper, just always there, ready to pounce when the goalie least expects it. And it's really working out for them this round. But yeah, I mean, you can really tell that Toxin also is very composed here, and I mean, the way you can tell is the fact that they're clearing it middle, but they're not just clearing it. They're passing to players at mid, and usually that's kind of something that a lot of people avoid. But if you can see that the other team isn't covering that mid lane, it's something that the other team doesn't expect you to be mid, because they don't expect you to kind of clear down mid. It's kind of the forbidden area, but you can really make it not the forbidden area if you kind of take control of the middle lane. And I mean, that's certainly what Toxin are trying to do here, and they've successfully made it up the field, doing just that. Light putting it straight in after quite a few passes around the back, and a very nice finish, along with plenty of offensive distraction there.
Reese getting stunned out from behind, not able to make an attempt on that shot, and we'll go into the goal. 2-point advantage down to Toxin. Meta to QB with Joust advantage. Reese Pieces taking that disc off the nest, but not able to find that pass under pressure, throwing that interception into the hands of Knight from Toxin. Toxin now looking to extend this 2-point lead, but getting stunned out. That defensive stack coming through in the nick of time, and getting that slap out is Meta, but looking to recover it is Toxin, and the backline player Titan now with it, slowing it down, trying to get these opportunities, trying to maintain this advantage, and up, and not able to finish that shot. Getting that pass up was a good attempt. It will bounce off the crossbar. Titan sending it back to Nest, and they have this attempt, and it's good. 4 meters late has come. Once again, coming through in that bubble offense.
And a great stun again by Toxin, taking out that goalie. No chance there on the 2-on-1 in the defense. And just great play by Toxin, now finding themselves 4 points ahead.
So Joust advantage now to Meta. This is 2-goal disadvantage deficit. However you look at it, they need to come back from it. They need to get in the right headspace, but not able to get that forward pass. Toxin going for that clear, shutting it down as Reese Pieces. So Reese now with that side pass to Sitting Robot, sending it cross court. No one is there, but being retrieved by Rage. They will maintain possession, and they need to get down court. They need to get in that bubble, and they need to score.
Yeah, Reese Pieces here trying to get this pass quickly through to Rage, and kind of taking their time with it now, more so than before, but just mishandling the disc there and trying to get the stack, but not quite quick enough. And in fact, that clear not quite going all the way through. And finding a brief 3-point opportunity, but just missing it there, hitting the shield. Reese Piece is trying to take it, but Knight saying otherwise, trying to find that quick three-pointer, and is a very straight shot, but not quite straight towards the goal. Knight trying to find the disc, and actually a dangerous overshoot here coming through from Toxin, but that 3-point shot not quite online. The goalie getting back now, and this clear coming through. They need to get the rest of their plays upfield so the Meta can get some points on the board. But some nice juking from Knight will deny that, but a great stun from the Sinning Robot and a good read there. He has a free pass up to Nest for the meantime, and now moving down to Shield, finding it, and that's a great shot from the boss, getting it past the goalie. Now taking it up, and now it's just a 2-point deficit to Meta.
The boss calling all the shots, making all the plays. A huge difference in this game. It's now a 2-point lead in favor of Toxin. 2 minutes 40 seconds on the clock. Joust advantage to Toxin. Titan to QB. Titan taking it from Ness, rolling up the ceiling, trying to pull that defensive stack, approaching out of position and looking to get them stuck in the back court. They are not able to get down court, up court, but getting that stun. Sinning Robot shutting down that opportunity from Toxin, and looking to get it is Rage. Rage has his opportunity, and it's a tie game. 2 minutes and 20 seconds on the clock.
Toxin trying to stop it with the stun, but it's just not quick enough. Rage taking that shot and releasing it before he got stunned, so it's going to be straight in, and the goalie not expecting that shot coming through. And good placement as well, making it very difficult, even though it didn't even go that fast. It was kind of strange to read off of the stun. So Light here, they're trying to find a quick rebound off this goal here. Toxin trying to find this pass to Knight, although he has to jump off the shield because it would have been intercepted otherwise. And Light trying to find this quick back pass, a good one though. And oh, Cameron just finding the post, but they'll find the disc again, and they'll find the post again. And Rage trying to find the disc, but going to be taken again by Titan. The pass under the goal to Cameron, back up to Light. Light trying to find the shot, but another interception here coming through from Meta, and then some more great defense, from Meta. But trying to respond here is Echo Cameron with this pass, but finding the post. That's 3 now. They've got to find a goal on this opportunity, or this is going to be devastating. Not only for the points on the board. I mean, even though they're tied up right now, they really kind of shouldn't be with the amount of opportunities they've had. They really got to try and score here. Light trying to get this pass through. Not even going to get the dunk. It's going to be stolen and cleared away. Great defense by Meta, but still on the offense here of Toxin. Titan trying to find this quick pass down to Echo Cameron. The pass to the post to Knight. He's going to try and walk this one through. Look for that cross pass to Light. And he's going to find the dunk finally after a couple of minutes there of just back and forth. And great defense from Meta, but Meta just not able to get it out of their zone. It's going to be another 2 for Toxin.
And with time running out, 25 seconds on the clock when they get their hands on it to QB, Reese needs to get this down court. They need to get these passes. It will be past a player of Meta, and now in the hands of Toxin. 15 seconds, and time is running out. They need to recover. They need to get down court. They need to tie this up. They want to see this in overtime, but with that interception, it's looking unlikely now. Running out the clock will be Toxin going for that last shot, but not able to finish it. Reese will get the stun, and that's it in 3 rounds. It will be Toxin taking the series.
Oh, I mean, if that anchor really came through, there really would have been an opportunity there, but Meta unfortunately not able to get the clear that they wanted, going to get intercepted, and that's very well played from both teams, making this a great matchup for the final match of venues.
Absolutely, and it just looked so exhausting, and they must have felt the fatigue as they approached the 3rd round, but a great game to both teams.
Yeah, and I mean, with that being said, just going to the stat line really quick before I hand off to Sir Dimwee. So going to be the boss plays with 13 points, really pushing it up in that 2nd and 3rd round, making a lot of kind of solo plays, and also finding a lot of passes from his teammates as well. So Rage also coming in with 11 points and 2 assists, Sinning Robot with 4 assists, and Reese Pieces with 1 assist as well, and 6 saves to him. So great defense over on the Meta side, as well as 2 saves apiece to the boss plays and the Sinning Robot. very, very well played to both teams in this match.
And that has been our day. That has been 4 games. This is an exciting Super Sunday of games. I've been Sputnik Cobra. That's been Swift. And I'm going to kick it to Sir Dimwee to take us out.
Thank you, Sputnik. And yes, what a fantastic run of games this evening. I mean, we had every single one of them was close all the way through. I mean, the drama today was full tilt. This was a fantastic series of games. Thank you to all these teams today for coming out and putting it in. And yeah, I mean, this was you started with Gravity versus Omega there, and then we moved on to Instinct and the team they played, which I've drawn a blank. Instinct and who was it they played? Somebody help me out here. Who did Instinct play? Somebody help me, please. Please. Anybody? Spaghetti. Thank you. Instinct and Spaghetti, and we just watched Toxin and Meta, and then we also had Space Force versus There Is No Team. And yeah, thank you to those teams for making themselves available today for this event. These games are absolutely phenomenal. Also, a big shout out to Pro2 VR Cover, Rebuff Reality, VRWare, Fixed Gaming, our sponsors. Fixed Gaming, actually a service I use myself in the video when I'm making videos. It's a free service. Go check that one out for sure. If you need music for your Twitch or for your YouTube, anything like that, that's what they do. And also, big thank you to everybody watching on Venues, Twitch, Facebook Live, YouTube, and Juked. And also, if you're on Venues, you like what you see, you can pull up the store right now, download Echo VR right now, hop in, make that discovery we all made on our first day, because you know the hype is real. It's absolutely phenomenal. And then also just back to everybody watching. Thank you very much for watching. This is a huge event for us. And we're appreciative of everybody who pops in to check it out. And there's so many people that come together to make this possible. All of us, everybody volunteers from the top down. VRML board, Dakin Man, Sleepy, Nightfire with 2 E's, Powdor, Buxton, Mama Verd, our governing moderators, Dakin Man, Powdor, Mama Verds, our league moderators, Wit, Gilligan, Steaky Evil, Princess AG, Dana McFabulous, Nada, Alakos, and Echo Zero. And of course, our extensive caster team, Powdor, myself, Sir Dimwee, So Much for Subtlety, Sputnik Cobra, Swift, Pam Wow, Nightfire with 2 E's, Caption, Skinny, Wit, Adamar Fly, Strembitsky, Captain Canada, Andy W, B Love, Dana McFabulous, Kong, Rocks Titan, Dash, VR Jersey, Academy Shepherd, Rosie Hope. Thank you, everybody, because everybody involved is contributes to making this possible. With that being said, I'm not going to keep you guys any longer. Thank you very much for joining us today. This is absolutely phenomenal. Pam Wow with me on those 2 games. Sputnik Cobra and Swift on the other 2. So much for subtlety on cams for all 4. Thank you guys so much for putting in the work, and thank you guys for watching. Everybody, have a wonderful evening.